Time's up. The universe isn't waiting anymore for this Jupiter-Pluto square to change everything. This Jupiter-Pluto square peaking on May 17th is not just an astrological event, it's a cosmic command to level up. And if you're not ready for it, your reality could be torn apart. Think of the Jupiter-Pluto square as a cosmic demolition crew, tearing down old structures in your life to make way for something far more authentic. It's an intense and often uncomfortable process, but it's absolutely necessary for growth. Have you been feeling an insatiable hunger for something more, a sense that your current reality is somehow inadequate? Have you noticed power struggles intensifying in your relationships, or felt a sudden urge to break free from limiting beliefs that have held you captive for years? This is the Jupiter-Pluto square at work, shaking the foundations of your existence. But here's the catch. This event can either empower you to create lasting change, aligning you with your true purpose, or leave you feeling overwhelmed and powerless, trapped in a cycle of repeating the same old patterns. In this video, you'll discover the hidden power of the Jupiter-Pluto square, learn how to harness its immense energy for explosive personal growth, and create a practical roadmap for navigating the coming changes with confidence and clarity. For years, I've been meticulously studying the transformative cycles of Jupiter and Pluto, and I've seen firsthand how these rare alignments can completely reshape individual lives and entire societies. The ancient mystery schools understood the profound impact of these cycles, and now I'm sharing that knowledge with you. By the time you finish this video, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of the challenges and, more importantly, the opportunities that lie ahead, along with the proven tools and techniques to thrive in the face of uncertainty and create a life of unparalleled purpose and power. What exactly is the Jupiter-Pluto square, and how can you consciously use it to reshape your reality from the inside out? To answer that profound question, we'll first delve deep into the astrological significance of Jupiter and Pluto, exploring their archetypal energies and the unique roles they play in our personal and collective evolution. Then we'll explore the historical patterns and societal upheavals that have been consistently associated with this powerful alignment, revealing hidden connections and repeating cycles of transformation. And finally, we'll provide you with practical, actionable steps and ancient techniques for harnessing the transformative power of the Jupiter-Pluto square, empowering you to break free from limiting beliefs, manifest your deepest desires, and step into the fullest expression of your authentic self. Before we can unlock the hidden potential of the Jupiter-Pluto square, we need to understand the individual energies of Jupiter and Pluto. This Jupiter-Pluto square isn't just about astrology. It's about the very fabric of your reality unraveling, forcing you to rebuild from the ground up. Your career path, once so secure, might suddenly feel like quicksand. Relationships that defined you for years could crumble under the weight of unspoken truths. Even your most deeply held beliefs are not immune to this cosmic wrecking ball. But here's the catch. Within this chaos lies an unprecedented opportunity, a chance to consciously choose a new timeline, a more empowered path aligned with your soul's true calling. Are you ready to seize it? Or will you let this moment slip through your fingers, lost in the debris of the old? Because there's a hidden understanding of this event, a secret interpretation whispered among those who have glimpsed the true potential of Jupiter and Pluto working in harmony. They don't want you to know that you can use the energy of the planets and direct them to your new reality. Have you ever felt that nagging sense that you're not living the life you were truly meant for, that something is holding you back from your full potential? Think about it. Have you noticed the increasing intensity of global events lately? The economic shifts that are leaving so many feeling uncertain, the political upheavals shaking the very foundations of society, the social movements demanding change and justice. The truth is, this Jupiter-Pluto square is amplifying these tensions, acting as a cosmic magnifying glass on the cracks in our collective consciousness. It's a push-pull relationship where Jupiter, the planet of expansion, clashes with Pluto, the planet of destruction and rebirth. Are you feeling this tension in your own life, as if you're being tested, challenged, or drawn to power in ways you never imagined? People are reporting sudden shifts in their career aspirations, an unshakable urge to leave dead-end jobs and pursue their passions, no matter the risk. Others are experiencing intense power struggles within their families or romantic relationships, as long-buried resentments and limiting beliefs come bubbling to the surface. But it doesn't stop there. This isn't just a coincidence. As Jupiter and Pluto continue their cosmic dance, the need for shadow work becomes undeniable. The hidden fears, desires, and limiting beliefs that have been lurking in the depths of your subconscious are now clamoring for attention, demanding to be acknowledged and integrated. Here's how it works. Jupiter, in its expansive glory, magnifies everything it touches, including your deepest insecurities and limiting beliefs. Pluto, the master of transformation, then drags these hidden aspects of yourself into the light, forcing you to confront them head-on. Think of it like a cosmic pressure cooker. Jupiter turns up the heat, intensifying the pressure, while Pluto acts as the release valve, allowing you to purge the old and make way for the new. Now, I know what some of you are thinking: shadow work, I've already done that. But here's the deeper layer: shadow work isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a continuous cycle of self-discovery and integration. And what most people don't realize is the importance of aligning with your true values and passions during this time. Authenticity and integrity become non-negotiable. If you're not living in alignment with your soul's purpose, the Jupiter-Pluto square will expose the dissonance, creating even more friction and resistance. Are you seeing repeating numbers lately, encountering significant people who seem to appear out of nowhere, or experiencing coincidences that defy explanation? Don't dismiss these synchronicities as mere chance. They're breadcrumbs on your path, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of the transformative process unfolding within you. To truly grasp the significance of this event, we need to delve into the astrological and esoteric meanings of Jupiter and Pluto. Jupiter, as you know, is the planet of expansion, abundance, and optimism. But on a deeper level, it represents the archetypal king or queen, the benevolent ruler who governs with wisdom, justice, and compassion. Pluto, on the other hand, is the planet of transformation, death, and rebirth. But esoterically, it embodies the shadow or underworld, the realm of hidden truths, suppressed desires, and unacknowledged power. Think of it like this: Jupiter represents the conscious mind, while Pluto represents the subconscious. When these two planets form a square, they create a powerful tension, forcing us to confront the hidden aspects of ourselves and our world. This Jupiter-Pluto square is triggering deep-seated fears and insecurities. Feelings of overwhelm, resistance to change, or doubt in your ability to transform are surfacing. This might sound strange, but remember this: the universe works in mysterious ways, and this event is happening for your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. And let's be clear, this isn't just a personal transformation, it's a collective one. Throughout history, similar Jupiter-Pluto alignments have correlated with major societal shifts, periods of economic boom and bust, and technological innovation. But here's what most people miss: these events expose hidden patterns in collective consciousness. The Renaissance, the Reformation, the Industrial Revolution all were ignited by similar cosmic configurations that challenged existing power structures and paved the way for new paradigms to emerge. The shocking truth is, powerful organizations may be attempting to manipulate the energies of this event for their own agenda, preying on fear and division to maintain control. But here's the exciting thing: you possess the power to transcend these manipulations, to rise above the chaos and create a reality aligned with your highest vision. Now, let's connect this event to quantum timelines and how individual choices can influence one's path. Quantum timelines suggest that reality isn't fixed. It's a fluid, ever-shifting landscape of possibilities. Every choice you make, every thought you think, every action you take creates ripples in the quantum field, shaping your personal timeline and influencing the collective reality. In other words, you are not a passive observer in this cosmic drama. You are an active creator, co-creating your reality with every breath you take. The power of intention and conscious creation can take you far beyond what the elites want you to believe. Are you ready to claim that power? It's time to take action. Let's engage in a visualization exercise to release limiting beliefs and create new intentions. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and visualize a brilliant white light surrounding you, dissolving any fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs. Now imagine yourself stepping onto a new timeline, a path filled with joy, abundance, and purpose. Feel the emotions of this new reality as if it's already here. Do this daily, and you'll begin to reprogram your subconscious mind and attract new opportunities into your life. Identify the areas of your life most affected by this event. Get a journal and explore your fears, desires, and limiting beliefs. What are you most afraid of losing? What do you secretly desire? What limiting beliefs are holding you back from pursuing your dreams? This process requires self-compassion and forgiveness. It's okay if you are not perfect. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, knowing that you're doing the best you can. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Join a community or online forum to share your experiences and support each other. Remember, we're all in this together, navigating these turbulent times and co-creating a better future. But we're just scratching the surface of that better future. What we'll discover next about navigating new realities is even more shocking. As you actively engage with the Jupiter-Pluto square, remember the key points: awareness, intention, and action. This event is a catalyst for change, but the direction of that change is up to you. Are you ready to embrace the unknown, to step into your power, and to create a reality beyond your wildest dreams? Now that you understand the transformative power of the Jupiter-Pluto square and have tools to harness it, let's explore the specific areas of your life most likely to be impacted and how to navigate those challenges successfully. Are you ready to discover the hidden potential within you and create a reality beyond your wildest dreams? Are you ready to discover the karmic contracts shaping your reality? And finally step into the life you are truly meant to live? Because this Jupiter-Pluto square isn't just an astrological transit. It's a cosmic excavation, unearthing the very foundations of your soul's journey. It's an invitation to rewrite the rules of your existence. What most don't realize is the impact this all has on your karmic history. Think about it. Have you noticed the global economic shifts, the rising inflation, the market volatility? This isn't just random chaos. It's a cosmic reset of wealth and power, a direct reflection of karmic imbalances on a collective scale. We're facing a reckoning with past choices, both individually and as a society. But this is also trickling down into your own personal life. Have you been experiencing vivid dreams lately, feeling a pull towards past lives, or seeing repeating patterns in your relationships and finances? These aren't just coincidences. They're signs that your karmic timelines are being activated, demanding your attention. What most people forget is that past life connections are directly tied to our power, control, or financial abundance. For instance, someone struggling with debt in this life might uncover a past life where they abused their financial power, creating a karmic debt that needs to be repaid. Or someone who lacks self-worth could have faced manipulation, and it doesn't stop there. This surge of emotion you're feeling is a karmic echo. These emotions are not random, but reverberations of past traumas, agreements, and unresolved conflicts. Think of them as energetic imprints, whispering stories from forgotten chapters of your soul's journey. They might manifest as sudden anxieties, inexplicable fears, or overwhelming feelings of déjà vu. The crucial thing to remember is that these echoes aren't meant to trap you in the past. They're meant to guide you towards healing and integration. Have you ever undergone a past life regression or intuitive reading? You might be surprised to learn that many people discover repetitive patterns during these sessions, patterns that directly correlate with their current struggles. For example, a person struggling with commitment issues might discover a past life where they were betrayed in love. creating a deep-seated fear of vulnerability that carries over into their present relationships. The universe isn't working against you, it's trying to help you heal. Here's how it all connects. Jupiter, in esoteric astrology, isn't just the planet of abundance. It's the lord of karma, expanding and magnifying the consequences of past actions, both positive and negative. Pluto, on the other hand, isn't just about destruction. It's the cosmic purifier, dredging up hidden shadows and forcing a confrontation with what has been buried deep within your subconscious. The Jupiter-Pluto square acts as an amplifier, making these karmic patterns impossible to ignore. And depending on your specific astrological chart, certain karmic debts may be more prominent than others. For example, if you have planets in the astrological degrees being squared by Jupiter and Pluto, it can trigger karmic events in your life. You might experience challenges related to power dynamics, financial abundance, or even your relationships. But the universe is not against you. Instead, it's trying to trigger you for growth and understanding of yourself. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Is it really possible that past lives are influencing my present reality? Let's get one thing straight. I understand the skepticism. But even if you don't believe in past lives in the literal sense, consider the concept of inherited trauma and epigenetics. Studies have shown that traumatic experiences can alter our DNA, passing down emotional and behavioral patterns to future generations. So whether you call it past lives or inherited trauma, the underlying patterns are real and deserve attention. It's a reality that is hard to ignore. What most people miss is that strong organizations are trying to manipulate the energies of Jupiter and Pluto. They may attempt to exploit collective fears and anxieties to maintain control or to push their agendas. They want to suppress your spiritual abilities. The hidden agenda is power over the population. It's time to reclaim your power. Imagine yourself traveling back in time to resolve a key karmic event. Visualize the situation clearly, feel the emotions involved, and then make a different choice, a choice that aligns with love, forgiveness, and empowerment. See yourself releasing old contracts, forgiving yourself and others, and integrating the lessons learned. This will allow you to rewrite your story. And grab a journal, it's time for self-discovery. What are the recurring themes in your relationships? What are you most afraid of losing? What is your deepest desire? Write from the perspective of your past selves, gaining insights into their motivations and choices. This is a very powerful technique, but the most crucial thing to practice is forgiveness. Forgive yourself and those who may have wronged you in the past. Forgiveness isn't about condoning harmful behavior. It's about releasing the energetic attachment that keeps you bound to the past. It creates space for abundance, joy, and fulfillment in the present moment. As you actively engage with your karmic timeline, remember the key points: karmic activation, the power of choice, and the importance of forgiveness. This Jupiter-Pluto square is a catalyst for profound transformation, but the direction of that transformation is ultimately up to you. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your story and create a life aligned with your soul's purpose, but we're just scratching the surface. Now, what if I told you that the areas of your life will be most impacted by the Jupiter-Pluto square are closer than you think? Are you ready to unlock the hidden potential within you and create a reality beyond your wildest dreams? The next section will show you exactly how. The Jupiter-Pluto square will most intensely impact three core areas of your life: career and finances, relationships, and your health and well-being. These aren't just aspects of your life. They're the very pillars upon which your reality is built, and they're about to undergo a period of intense transformation, regardless of how stable they may seem right now. The foundations of your career, the dynamics of your relationships, and even your physical health will be challenged and reshaped in ways you can't yet imagine. And here's the thing: any imbalances or karmic debts you've been carrying in these areas are about to surface, demanding immediate attention. If you've been avoiding difficult conversations, neglecting your well-being, or clinging to a dead-end job, this is the moment of reckoning. Are you ready to uncover where the Jupiter-Pluto square will hit you hardest? and how to navigate these intense shifts with grace and power. Think about your career and finances. Have you been feeling restless in your job, craving more meaning or financial freedom? Are opportunities suddenly appearing or disappearing without explanation? People are reporting unexpected job losses that feel like a blessing in disguise, promotions that come out of nowhere, or financial windfalls that defy logic. You might have a friend who just got laid off but landed an even better job the next day, or perhaps you've unexpectedly received an inheritance. The truth is, these aren't just random occurrences. They're symptoms of the Jupiter-Pluto square dismantling old structures and creating space for something new. And it doesn't stop there. What about your relationships? Are you experiencing intense conflicts, feeling drawn to new connections, or questioning the very foundation of your existing relationships? Many are experiencing arguments that seem to come out of nowhere, the resurfacing of old wounds, or a sudden, undeniable need for authenticity in their interactions. Perhaps you've been feeling drawn to a new person who embodies qualities you deeply admire, or maybe you're finally ready to end a toxic relationship that's been draining your energy for years. This isn't just about drama. It's about the Jupiter-Pluto square forcing you to confront hidden power dynamics and karmic debts. And finally, what about your health and well-being? Have you been experiencing unexplained fatigue, heightened anxiety, or a sudden urge to prioritize self-care? Are old injuries or health issues resurfacing, seemingly out of the blue? Some are reporting strange aches and pains, an overwhelming need to rest, or a sudden interest in alternative healing modalities. You might find yourself craving healthier foods, feeling compelled to exercise, or finally addressing a long-neglected health issue. This is not random, but a karmic echo. The question you should be asking is, what does this mean for you? Now, let's break this down. In the realm of career and finances, the Jupiter-Pluto square is challenging old structures and belief systems related to work and money. Jupiter's expansive energy is forcing you to question your career path, while Pluto's transformative power is dismantling outdated financial models. Think of it like this: Jupiter is shining a spotlight on your current career situation, revealing any areas of dissatisfaction or misalignment, while Pluto is taking a wrecking ball to the foundations of your financial beliefs, exposing any limiting thoughts or patterns that are holding you back. But here's the deeper layer. This isn't just about changing jobs or making more money. It's about aligning your career with your soul's purpose and creating a life of true abundance. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I'm afraid of change. I don't deserve to be wealthy. I'm not good enough. These are just limiting beliefs that are being amplified by the Jupiter-Pluto square, preventing you from stepping into your full potential. The shocking truth is that the old ways of working and earning money are collapsing, making way for new models based on authenticity, creativity, and service. But here's the twist. Strong organizations are working to suppress this. When it comes to relationships, the Jupiter-Pluto square is exposing hidden power dynamics and karmic debts. Jupiter is amplifying existing tensions, while Pluto is dredging up hidden resentments and unresolved conflicts. Imagine your relationships as a stage where hidden scripts and unspoken agreements are being brought to light. Jupiter is turning up the volume on any underlying issues, making them impossible to ignore, while Pluto is excavating buried emotions and long-forgotten grievances. But here's the deeper truth. This isn't just about fighting and breaking up. It's about creating authentic connections based on mutual respect, vulnerability, and unconditional love. You might be wondering why your partner is suddenly acting distant or why you're constantly arguing about the same things. These are just symptoms of the Jupiter-Pluto square exposing hidden power struggles and karmic patterns. What most people don't realize is that these conflicts are opportunities for growth and healing. This might sound strange, but they're pushing you to communicate more honestly, set healthier boundaries, and release karmic attachments. Let's get one thing straight: vulnerability is power. And finally, in the area of health and well-being, the Jupiter-Pluto square is highlighting the connection between physical, mental, and spiritual health. Jupiter is magnifying existing imbalances, while Pluto is forcing you to confront underlying emotional wounds and limiting beliefs. Think of your body as a barometer of your inner state, reflecting any imbalances or unresolved issues. Jupiter is amplifying any existing health problems, making them more noticeable, while Pluto is forcing you to confront the root causes of your physical and emotional suffering. But here's the deeper significance. This isn't just about treating symptoms. It's about adopting a holistic approach to health that integrates mind, body, and spirit. You might be wondering why you're suddenly feeling so tired or anxious, or why that old injury is acting up again. These are just signs that the Jupiter-Pluto square is bringing underlying emotional wounds and limiting beliefs to the surface, demanding your attention. What most people miss is that suppressing emotions and neglecting self-care can manifest as physical illness. So, what can you do? When it comes to your career and finances, assess your current job satisfaction, identify your limiting beliefs about money, and create a plan for pursuing your passions and achieving financial abundance. Start networking with people in your field, develop new skills that align with your interests, and create a budget that reflects your values. This is your moment to take control of your financial destiny and create a career that truly fulfills you. In your relationships, communicate authentically, set healthy boundaries, and release karmic attachments. Have honest conversations with your loved ones, identify your needs and expectations, and let go of relationships that no longer serve you. This is your chance to create deeper, more meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. And for your health and well-being, prioritize sleep, nutrition, and exercise, explore alternative healing modalities, and practice self-compassion and forgiveness. This is your opportunity to create a life of balance, vitality, and inner peace. As you can see, the Jupiter-Pluto square is a catalyst for profound transformation in career, relationships, and health. It can feel overwhelming, but it is important to remember your power to navigate these changes with grace and create a more fulfilling life. These changes are for your highest good, but we're just scratching the surface. Now that you understand the areas of your life that will be most impacted, let's delve deeper into specific techniques and rituals to harness the energies of Jupiter and Pluto and create lasting change. Are you ready to learn the ancient secrets to manifesting your dream career, attracting fulfilling relationships, and achieving optimal health and well-being? Keep watching to discover how. The Jupiter-Pluto square isn't a threat, it's a challenge, but few realize the full opportunity, the incredible alchemical potential locked within this rare cosmic event. Specific, time-tested techniques can amplify the positive effects and minimize the negative impacts, turning what seems like chaos into a catalyst for profound growth. These techniques aren't just wishful thinking. They're powerful tools for consciously shaping your reality, leveraging the very energies that others fear. What if you could transform the intensity of the Jupiter-Pluto square into your greatest advantage? This isn't just another astrological transit. It's a cosmic invitation to become a spiritual alchemist, transmuting fear into courage, lack into abundance, and conflict into harmony. You have the power to manifest your highest potential in all areas of your life, regardless of the external circumstances. This power lies dormant within you right now. The question is, are you ready to awaken it? Are you ready to learn the ancient secrets of energetic alchemy and transform the Jupiter-Pluto square into your greatest advantage? Let's start with Jupiterian expansion techniques for career and financial manifestation. These techniques are designed to amplify your positive thoughts and intentions, attracting opportunities and resources aligned with your vision. Visualization methods are key. Imagine yourself already achieving your goals, feeling the satisfaction and joy of success. For example, if you're a CEO, visualize a successful merger, seeing the positive impact on your company and employees. If you're a freelancer, set ambitious income goals and visualize yourself effortlessly attracting new clients and projects. If you're a student, use affirmations to attract scholarships and academic success. These techniques aren't about fantasizing. They're about programming your subconscious mind to attract the opportunities you desire. And here's a technique almost nobody knows. Write your goals as if they already happened. Feel them in your body. Now, let's move to Plutonian shadow work rituals for relationship healing. This involves uncovering hidden resentments, forgiving past hurts, and setting healthy boundaries. It is not easy. These rituals are designed to bring unconscious patterns to the surface. Think of a couple practicing active listening and forgiveness, truly hearing each other's perspectives and releasing old grievances. Imagine a single person confronting their fear of intimacy, exploring the root causes of their emotional blocks, and choosing to open themselves to love. Picture a family healing past traumas through open communication, creating a safe space for vulnerability and honesty. But here's the catch: shadow work can be triggering. It requires courage to face your deepest fears and insecurities. Some people find themselves feeling even more angry or resentful at first. This is a sign that you're on the right track. It's like cleaning out a wound. It might sting at first, but it's necessary for healing. And the most important thing to remember here is to be gentle with yourself. This is not a race, and it is definitely not a competition. Finally, let's explore Jupiter-Pluto integration practices for enhanced health and well-being. This involves releasing emotional blockages, cultivating self-compassion, and aligning with your body's natural healing abilities. Jupiter amplifies the benefits of Pluto. Imagine a person practicing meditation to reduce anxiety, calming their mind, and connecting with their inner peace. Picture a person using breathwork to release suppressed emotions, allowing them to flow freely through their body. Envision a person incorporating holistic therapies into their wellness routine, integrating mind, body, and spirit. These practices are designed to create coherence between your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations, allowing you to tap into your body's innate healing intelligence. People around the world are waking up to this fact. So how does this all work? How can these techniques change your life? Jupiterian expansion techniques work because Jupiter amplifies positive thoughts and intentions, attracting opportunities and resources aligned with your vision. It activates your subconscious mind. The science of visualization has shown that mental imagery can create new neural pathways in the brain, influencing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. When you visualize success, you're not just daydreaming, you're priming your brain to recognize and seize opportunities. And here's what they don't want you to know: the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. So why not use that to your advantage? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Will visualization really work? Is it just wishful thinking? The answer is, it depends on your intention. If you're just visualizing without taking action, it's unlikely to manifest. But if you combine visualization with focused intention and consistent effort, you can create powerful results. It's not wishful thinking, it's conscious creation. Plutonian shadow work rituals work because Pluto brings hidden emotions and patterns to the surface, allowing you to heal old wounds and create healthier relationships. Pluto demands you face your shadow. It requires self-awareness, vulnerability, and forgiveness. By acknowledging and accepting your shadow self, you can integrate these hidden aspects of your personality and become more whole. The most important thing here is to be honest. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Is shadow work dangerous? Will it make things worse? Shadow work can be challenging, but it's not dangerous if you approach it with awareness and self-compassion. It is a tool, not a weapon. If you feel overwhelmed, seek guidance from a therapist or trusted friend. And it will not make things worse if you are determined and courageous enough to complete the process. Jupiter-Pluto integration practices work because integrating Jupiter's optimism with Pluto's transformative power creates a holistic approach to healing and well-being. By combining practices that expand your mind, heal your emotions, and nourish your body, you can create a powerful synergy that promotes overall health and vitality. It is not easy to find balance between these two seemingly opposing energies. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Are these practices a substitute for medical treatment? Are they too time-consuming? These practices are not a substitute for medical treatment, but they can be a powerful complement to it. And they don't have to be time-consuming. Even a few minutes of meditation or breathwork each day can make a significant difference. So, are you ready to take action? Let's start with a Jupiterian visualization exercise to manifest your dream career. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and visualize your ideal work environment. See yourself excelling in your role, feeling fulfilled and appreciated. Visualize your desired income, feeling the abundance and security that comes with financial freedom. Visualize the positive impact you want to make on the world, feeling the satisfaction of contributing your unique gifts. And then create an abundance altar with symbols of wealth and success, crystals, candles, coins, or anything that represents abundance to you. Place it in a prominent place in your home as a constant reminder of your intentions. Next, let's move to a Plutonian shadow work ritual to heal a past relationship wound. Write a letter to the person who hurt you, expressing your emotions without blame or judgment. Acknowledge your pain, anger, and sadness, but also recognize their humanity and their own struggles. Express your forgiveness, both for them and for yourself. And then, release the letter with love and compassion, letting go of the past and creating space for new, healthier relationships. You do not need to send this letter to the other person. Finally, let's integrate these energies with a Jupiter-Pluto integration practice to balance your energy and enhance your vitality. Practice a daily meditation that combines breathwork, visualization, and affirmations. Inhale deeply, visualizing Jupiter's expansive energy filling your body with optimism and joy. Exhale slowly, visualizing Pluto's transformative power releasing any blockages or negative emotions. Repeat affirmations such as I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved. And then, connect with nature, spend time in silence, and express your creativity. These practices will help you to cultivate self-compassion, release emotional blockages, and align with your body's natural healing abilities. You must be consistent. As you can see, these alchemical techniques for activating career finances, relationships, and health well-being are all available to you right now. Harnessing the potent forces of Jupiter and Pluto and remembering that the power to transform your lives lies within your reach is the key. Now that you've learned how to harness the energies of Jupiter and Pluto, let's delve even deeper into specific manifestation techniques and rituals that can amplify your results and accelerate your transformation, secrets almost nobody is talking about. Are you ready to discover the secrets to creating a life of limitless abundance, fulfilling relationships, and vibrant health? The next section will reveal powerful manifestation rituals passed down through ancient traditions, rituals so secret they have been hidden for centuries. Now that you've learned how to harness the energies of Jupiter and Pluto with visualization, shadow work, and integration practices, prepare to amplify your results exponentially. Specific manifestation techniques and rituals passed down through various ancient traditions hold the key to unlocking the full potential of the Jupiter-Pluto square. These are not your everyday manifestation tips. These are time-tested secrets that can amplify your results exponentially. But here's the thing, these aren't just about wishful thinking. They're about tapping into a current of cosmic energy that's been flowing for millennia. The Jupiter-Pluto square is a cosmic invitation, a rare opportunity to become a master manifester by consciously aligning with these potent energies. Mastery is within your reach if you're willing to learn and apply these ancient techniques. Think about it, these rituals have been used by pharaohs, shamans, and sages throughout history to shape their realities. The Jupiter-Pluto square is a cosmic gateway. Are you ready to step through and claim your birthright as a master of manifestation? Are you ready to discover the ancient manifestation secrets and harness the Jupiter-Pluto square to create a life beyond your wildest dreams? Let's start with a career financial abundance ritual from ancient Egyptian tradition. This ritual involves a powerful combination of visualization and spoken affirmations designed to attract wealth and success into your life. Imagine this, You create a personal abundance altar with a small pyramid, a golden amulet, or any gold-colored object, and a green candle. As you light the candle, you visualize yourself receiving a promotion at work, starting a successful business, or receiving unexpected financial gain. You then recite specific incantations, such as, "I am a magnet for wealth," "Abundance flows freely to me," or "I am worthy of success." Some have even reported finding unexpected checks in the mail or lucrative opportunities falling into their lap after practicing this ritual consistently. Now here is a key detail that most people miss. The specific incantations were not just words, but were rhythmic utterances designed to affect the energy in the air. Next, let's explore a relationship harmony technique based on Native American traditions. This technique centers around communication and intention setting. The core of this practice is the talking circle, a sacred space where participants practice active listening, honest expression, and compassionate understanding. A common method involves sitting in a circle and passing a feather or talking stick, allowing only the person holding the object to speak. This enforces deep listening and prevents interruptions. This allows each person to express their feelings and needs without judgment or interruption. Imagine a couple using this technique to resolve a conflict, deepen their connection, or even attract a compatible partner. They take turns expressing their feelings, listening intently, and setting a shared intention for their relationship. Think about the truth-telling element of Pluto and how that relates to this technique. Finally, let's delve into a health well-being practice derived from ancient Chinese Qigong. This practice focuses on balancing energy and cultivating inner peace. Qigong involves specific movements, breathing exercises, and mental focus, all designed to promote the flow of qi or life force throughout the body. Imagine a person using this practice to reduce stress, improve sleep, or accelerate their healing process. They might practice gentle, flowing movements, synchronize their breath with their movements, and focus their mind on positive healing intentions. Some movements were designed to literally shake out bad energy from the body. People practicing this have reported feeling calmer, more energized, and more connected to their bodies. But here is the catch: you must surrender to the practice to experience its full effects. So how do these rituals work? Let's start with the Egyptian career financial ritual. The visualization and affirmations connect to the Jupiterian qualities of expansion, abundance, and optimism, amplifying your positive thoughts and intentions. The use of specific symbols, like the pyramid, taps into the collective unconscious and amplifies your intention, acting as a focal point for your energy. But does this sound like wishful thinking? Here's how ancient Egyptians understood energy. They believed that the universe is governed by energetic principles, and that by aligning with these principles through ritual and intention, you could manifest your desires into reality. The symbols used served as keys to unlock these energetic pathways. Now, let's consider the Native American relationship harmony technique. The talking circle relates to the Plutonian themes of truth-telling, vulnerability, and shadow work. It creates a safe space for emotional healing and deeper connection, allowing participants to express their hidden resentments and needs. Now, some might wonder, why communication and not some magic spell? The answer lies in the power of vulnerability and authentic connection. By creating a safe space for truth-telling, you can break down the walls that separate you from others and create genuine intimacy. And vulnerability, despite what most believe, is an enormous strength. Finally, let's examine the Chinese Qigong practice. The movements and breathing exercises balance energy and promote healing on multiple levels. They connect to the flow of qi, or life force throughout the body, allowing you to tap into your body's natural healing intelligence. But why movements and not meditation? Movement is a powerful way to release blocked energy and stimulate the flow of qi. It is a physical and energetic process. It combines the expansive qualities of Jupiter with the transformative power of Pluto. By moving your body with intention, you can unlock your body's natural healing abilities. Now, are you ready to take action? Let's try a simplified version of the Egyptian career financial abundance ritual. First, create a personal abundance altar in a quiet space in your home. Use a small table or shelf. Then gather symbols of wealth and success, crystals, candles, coins, or anything that represents abundance to you. Place a pyramid on your altar and light a green candle. Close your eyes and visualize your desired outcome, a promotion, a new business, or a financial windfall. See yourself achieving your goals, feeling the satisfaction and joy of success. Feel the abundance flowing into your life. Then take a deep breath and say aloud, I claim the wealth and success that is rightfully mine. Abundance flows freely to me. I am worthy of success. Repeat these affirmations with conviction and gratitude. Do this daily for at least 11 days. And remember, consistency is absolutely key. As you adapt these rituals to your own beliefs and preferences, substitute symbols, affirmations, or movements to resonate more deeply with your personal energy. What is most important is intention and authenticity in creating a powerful manifestation practice. You have the power to create abundance in your life. This ritual simply helps you to focus your energy and align with the universe. This is not something outside of you, but rather accessing that which is within. As you can see, aligning with cosmic energies and taking inspired action is the key to manifesting your desires, whether for career finances, relationships, or health well-being. Remember, the manifestation ritual will only work if you also take practical steps towards your goals. Don't just visualize success. Go out there and create it. But that's not all. There's a deeper secret to amplifying your results that is related to the exact dates and times of this Jupiter-Pluto alignment. What they don't want you to know is that those dates hold numerical codes that can be used to unlock this abundance. Are you ready to unlock the hidden potential within the specific timing of the Jupiter-Pluto alignment and accelerate your manifestation process? Keep watching to discover how. The ancient manifestation secrets you've unlocked are now about to be amplified. What they don't want you to know is that the exact dates when Jupiter and Pluto form this rare square are key power portals for manifestation, amplifying your intentions exponentially. This isn't just about knowing the general time frame of the Jupiter-Pluto square. It's about pinpointing those specific dates when the cosmic energy is at its peak, almost like a laser beam focused on your intentions. Think of these dates as cosmic sweet spots, where the veil between worlds thins and your intentions can take root more easily, almost as if the universe is conspiring in your favor on these specific days. These dates contain a hidden code, a series of astrological and numerological keys that can unlock accelerated manifestation. These aren't just random dates pulled from a calendar. They are highly charged moments in time. If you ignore these dates, you're leaving potential manifestation power on the table. And here's the catch: the window is closing. Are you ready to unlock the specific dates when the Jupiter-Pluto square is most potent, and discover how to use them to fast-track your transformation? Let's dive into the concept of Jupiter-Pluto power dates, highlighting the most significant dates within this powerful alignment period. It is crucial to identify the exact dates when Jupiter and Pluto are in precise square aspect, meaning within a very specific degree of orb. This is where the real magic happens, so pay close attention. Mark these in your calendar: July 17th, October 9th, and December 21st. These aren't just dates, they are portals. July 17th is particularly powerful for career breakthroughs, a day to launch a new project, ask for a raise, or take a bold step toward your professional goals. October 9th is aligned for relationship healing, making it the ideal time to have crucial conversations, set clear boundaries, or deepen your connection with loved ones. And December 21st, coinciding with the winter solstice, is exceptionally potent for spiritual growth and setting intentions for the year ahead. Are you beginning to see how critical these dates are to everything we've been discussing? Now, let me share some anecdotes of people who aligned their actions with these Jupiter-Pluto power dates and experienced remarkable results. Take Sarah, for instance. She'd been dreaming of launching her own online business for years, but fear and self-doubt always held her back. On July 17th, during the Jupiter-Pluto square, she decided to take the plunge and officially launched her website. Within weeks, she was flooded with orders and opportunities, experiencing rapid growth and unexpected collaborations. The Jupiter-Pluto square amplified her courage and resourcefulness, allowing her to overcome obstacles and attract abundance. Her prior attempts always fizzled, but with the alignment of this power date, she had the extra cosmic energy to get the business off the ground. Or consider Mark and Emily, who had been struggling with communication issues in their relationship for months. On October 9th, they decided to have a heart-to-heart conversation using active listening and vulnerability. The result was a profound breakthrough in communication and understanding, leading to a deeper connection and renewed commitment. Mark stated that he has been trying to communicate in that way for years, but the words would not come out the way they did during that special moment. It felt as if the universe had aligned for both of them. These aren't coincidences, but examples of consciously aligning with cosmic timing. People who intentionally work with the power of the planets on these dates report feeling increased synchronicity, heightened intuition, and a profound sense of being supported by the universe. Have you felt any of this recently? Are you beginning to see how this all connects? So, what makes these specific dates so potent? Let's break it down. Astrologically, these dates correspond to the exact degrees where Jupiter and Pluto form a precise square aspect. This creates a powerful energetic tension, forcing you to confront your limitations and transform your reality. But the Jupiter-Pluto square is not alone. On July 17th, Venus forms a trine to Neptune, amplifying creativity and compassion, making it the perfect time to pursue artistic endeavors or offer acts of service. On October 9th, Mars forms a sextile to Saturn, providing the discipline and focus needed to achieve your goals. And on December 21st, the Sun enters Capricorn, marking the winter solstice and a time of new beginnings. Furthermore, the degrees of Jupiter and Pluto on these dates create what is known as planetary harmonics, a resonance that amplifies your intentions and manifests them more rapidly. It's like tuning into a specific frequency on a radio, allowing you to receive clear signals from the universe. Are you beginning to understand how interconnected all of this is? But that's not all. The numerological significance of these dates adds another layer of meaning. Let's take July 17th or 717 as an example. Reducing this to a single-digit number, 71,715 or 156, we arrive at the number 6, representing harmony, balance, and love. This aligns perfectly with the Jupiter-Pluto square's potential for relationship healing and creating greater harmony in your life. Or consider December 21st or 1221, 12,216, again resonating with the number 6 and emphasizing the importance of creating balance and harmony in your life as you set intentions for the year ahead. Do you see how these numbers add an extra dimension? Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this just astrology mumbo-jumbo, or is there something real to it? I understand that timing based on celestial bodies might seem strange to some, but even if you don't believe in astrology, consider the power of intention and setting goals at specific times. It's a method of self-discipline, a way to focus your energy and commit to your goals. The ancients understood this. The Egyptians built the pyramids to align with celestial events, the Mayans tracked the movements of the planets with incredible precision, and indigenous cultures around the world used the cycles of nature to guide their actions. This concept of auspicious timing dates back millennia. So with all of that in mind, let's talk action. What can you do to harness this energy? Here's your guide to action. On July 17th, visualize your dream job, create a detailed business plan, or confidently ask for a raise. Remember Sarah's story and let her success fuel your own courage. On October 9th, have an honest conversation with your loved one, set clear boundaries, or forgive a past hurt. Allow the energies of Jupiter and Pluto to facilitate healing and understanding, as Mark and Emily experienced. On December 21st, practice a grounding meditation, connect with nature, or commit to a new self-care routine. Use the winter solstice to release what no longer serves you and set intentions for a brighter future. And don't stop there. Personalize these actions to align with your own unique intentions and goals. Adapt the rituals or create your own, as long as they resonate with the Jupiter-Pluto energies. The most important thing is to take conscious action on these dates, signaling your commitment to transformation. Even something small as writing your intentions down and burning the paper in a safe space will signal your intentions to the universe. Let's close with this powerful affirmation. I consciously align with the Jupiter-Pluto energies. I embrace transformation, and I create a life beyond my wildest dreams, especially on these power dates. Say it with conviction, feel it in your heart, and watch the magic unfold. So now you understand about the power dates, the specific actions you can take, and the potential for amplified results. But to really maximize this time for ultimate transformation, there's something else you must do. It involves mastering your inner world. Are you ready to discover the secret to mastering your inner world and finally becoming the master of your reality? The next part of this video will show you exactly how. Now that you understand about the power dates, the specific actions you can take, and the potential for amplified results, there's something else you must do to maximize this time for ultimate transformation. What if I told you that all of that cosmic energy, all of those carefully chosen dates, all of those rituals, are almost useless if you haven't mastered your inner world? Because without inner mastery, the Jupiter-Pluto square will be like unleashing a hurricane inside your own mind, turning your life into chaos and confusion. The truth is, the outer shifts you're seeking are merely reflections of your inner alignment. Without inner mastery, the transformation you experience will be chaotic, unsustainable, and ultimately unfulfilling. Think of the Jupiter-Pluto square as a powerful river. You can either be swept away by its current, tossed and turned by its relentless force, or you can learn to navigate it with skill and intention. Inner mastery is your paddle, your compass, and your anchor. It's the key to steering your life in the direction you desire, rather than being at the mercy of external forces. If you are unprepared, you might find yourself reliving trauma. But what exactly is this inner mastery, and how do you cultivate it, especially amidst the intensity of the Jupiter-Pluto square? It all begins with understanding your inner weather. Just as the weather outside influences your mood and activities, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs act as filters that shape your perception of reality and your ability to manifest your desires. Are you creating sunshine and rainbows in your inner world, or are you constantly battling storms of negativity, fear, and self-doubt? Because here's the thing, the Jupiter-Pluto square will amplify whatever inner weather you're experiencing, turning a drizzle into a downpour and a gentle breeze into a raging tempest. But don't panic, this is an opportunity. You can learn to control your inner weather and create a more favorable environment for transformation. You can learn to calm the storms of fear, clear the fog of confusion, and cultivate the sunshine of optimism and faith. This isn't about suppressing your emotions or denying your reality. It's about developing the awareness and skills to navigate your inner landscape with grace and intention. Just imagine what is possible if you master your inner world. Are you ready to discover the secrets to mastering your inner world and create a reality that reflects your highest potential, even amidst the intensity of the Jupiter-Pluto square? Let's look at some examples of people who have successfully navigated challenging circumstances by cultivating inner mastery. Think about people who have lost their jobs but used mindfulness and positive affirmations to attract even better opportunities. Sarah, who lost her job during the 2008 financial crisis, refused to succumb to despair. Instead, she doubled down on her meditation practice, visualizing her dream job and affirming her worthiness. Within weeks, she landed a new position that was more fulfilling and better paying than her previous one. Her inner mastery allowed her to turn a potential crisis into an opportunity. Or consider someone who experienced relationship conflict but used empathy and compassion to heal the connection and create deeper intimacy. Mark and Emily, a couple on the brink of divorce, decided to attend a mindfulness retreat. There, they learned to listen to each other with empathy, to communicate their needs with honesty, and to cultivate self-compassion. The retreat was a catalyst for healing and growth. They rediscovered their love for each other and created a deeper, more intimate connection than ever before. These are people who mastered their inner world and thus thrived. The power of inner mastery is not just anecdotal. It's supported by science. The field of neuroplasticity has shown us that conscious effort can reshape the brain, rewiring limiting beliefs and cultivating positive emotions. This is more than positive thinking. This is about physically changing the structure of your brain to support your desired reality. Each time you challenge a negative thought, practice gratitude, or engage in a mindful activity, you're creating new neural pathways that make it easier to access those positive states in the future. The Jupiter-Pluto square accelerates this process, making it easier to break free from old patterns and create new neural pathways. This is because the intense energy of this alignment acts as a catalyst for change, amplifying your intentions and accelerating your progress. Scientists have noted that during periods of intense geomagnetic activity, brainwave patterns become more coherent, making it easier to access higher states of consciousness and rewire limiting beliefs. And here's the twist. The energy can either be a weapon or a tool. What will you choose? Central to mastering your inner world is cultivating emotional resilience. This isn't about suppressing emotions, but about developing the capacity to feel them fully without being overwhelmed by them. It's about learning to ride the waves of your emotions without being capsized by them. Emotional resilience is your anchor in the storm. It allows you to stay grounded, centered, and connected to your inner wisdom, even when the external world is chaotic and uncertain. Here's how to build it. Practice mindfulness, pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Cultivate self-compassion, treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Develop emotional regulation skills, learn to identify your triggers, and develop healthy coping mechanisms. And don't be afraid to seek support. Connect with others who understand your struggles and can offer guidance and encouragement. Remember, you are not alone in this process. The rewards are exponential, but how does mastering your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs align you with the Jupiter-Pluto energies? It's about creating a synergistic relationship with the cosmos, where your inner world and the outer world are working in harmony. Think about it. Jupiter is expansive and optimistic, amplifying positive thoughts and beliefs, turning seeds of potential into bountiful harvests. Pluto is transformative and powerful, helping you to release limiting beliefs and heal emotional wounds, clearing the path for new growth. When you master your inner world, you're essentially tuning into the frequency of Jupiter and Pluto, allowing their energies to flow through you with greater ease and power. Jupiter acts as the wind in your sails, propelling you forward towards your goals. Pluto acts as the rudder, guiding you through the turbulent waters of transformation. When you align with these energies, you create a synergistic effect, accelerating your personal growth and manifestation abilities. Your positive thoughts become more potent, your limiting beliefs lose their grip, and your intentions manifest with greater speed and clarity. Is this all beginning to make sense? Do you now understand why inner work is so vital to this process? Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is it really possible to control my thoughts and emotions? Aren't they just automatic responses to external events? It's true that it can be challenging to manage your inner world, especially when you're facing difficult circumstances. Negative thoughts and emotions can feel overwhelming, like a runaway train. Let's face it, life can be difficult and managing emotions can feel impossible. However, controlling one's thoughts and emotions can be viewed as managing your attention and focus. Instead of trying to suppress your emotions, you can learn to observe them with detachment, recognizing that they are simply temporary states that will eventually pass. You can also learn to redirect your attention to more positive and empowering thoughts, gradually shifting your inner landscape from negativity to positivity. Think about how events influence you. When something happens to you, that event affects your emotions and your thinking. If you touch a hot stove, that burns you, and you are not likely to touch a hot stove again. Those events create behavior patterns. Now, what behavior patterns have you created based on past events? Are those behavior patterns ones that serve you? Are they based on truth, or are they based on fear and old hurts? Are you beginning to see how your past informs your present? With all of that in mind, here's a way to begin mastering your inner world, starting right now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Visualize a safe and peaceful place within yourself, a sanctuary where you can access guidance and support. It could be a beautiful garden, a serene beach, or a cozy cabin in the woods. Whatever feels most comforting and nurturing to you. In this safe place, connect with your inner wisdom, that part of you that knows what's best for you, that has access to all the answers you seek. Ask for clarity, insight, and courage to navigate the transformation process with grace and ease. Listen to the whispers of your intuition, trust the guidance you receive, and know that you are always supported by the universe. Let this feeling of peace, of trust, of connection fill your entire being. Now, when you are ready, open your eyes. In addition to that visualization exercise, I also want to recommend specific practices for cultivating mindfulness. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for mastering your inner world. By training your mind to focus on the present moment, you can quiet the noise of your thoughts, reduce stress, and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Focus on your breath, noticing the sensation of each inhale and exhale. When your mind wanders, gently redirect your attention back to your breath. Even a few minutes of daily meditation can make a profound difference in your ability to manage your thoughts and emotions. And don't forget about mindful breathing. Taking a few deep breaths throughout the day can help you to calm your nervous system, reduce anxiety, and increase your sense of presence. When you feel overwhelmed or stressed, pause for a moment and take 3 slow, deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. Finally, explore body scan exercises. This involves bringing your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations without judgment. This practice can help you to become more aware of your physical sensations and to release tension and stress. These are tools to use daily. These practices will benefit you. With consistent practice, you'll experience mental clarity, reduced stress, emotional regulation, and a deeper sense of inner peace. These are not just abstract concepts, they are tangible benefits that will transform your life. So to recap, mastering your inner world is about understanding that outer shifts are a reflection of inner alignment, and that mastering your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are the keys to controlling your reality. Remember, Jupiter expands and Pluto transforms. Now that you've learned how to master your inner world, it's time to integrate these practices into your daily life to create lasting transformation. This is where the rubber meets the road, where theory becomes reality, where potential becomes manifestation. This is not about occasional bursts of effort. It's about creating consistent habits that support your desired reality. Are you ready to discover the specific daily practices that will help you embody the wisdom of the Jupiter-Pluto square and create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment? Keep watching to find out how. Now that you've learned how to master your inner world, it's time to integrate these practices into your daily life to create lasting transformation. This is where theory becomes reality. But what if I told you that integrating the lessons of the Jupiter-Pluto square isn't just about self-improvement? It's about transforming your entire reality. Because when you infuse your daily life with intention, you turn mundane routines into sacred rituals of manifestation and self-discovery. This isn't about making grand, sweeping gestures. It's about the consistent, small actions that compound over time, like a trickle of water that eventually becomes a mighty river, carving its way through stone. Think of it as tending a garden. You don't plant all the seeds at once and expect a full harvest the next day. You cultivate the soil, water the plants, and patiently watch them grow. In the same way, integrating the Jupiter-Pluto square into your daily life requires consistency, intention, and a deep belief in your own ability to transform. It's not enough to understand the Jupiter-Pluto square intellectually. You must embody its transformative power in every area of your life, starting with your morning routine. But here's the catch. Failing to integrate these lessons leads to a disconnect between your spiritual understanding and your lived experience. You might intellectually grasp the concepts of transformation and empowerment, but without consistent action, these ideas will remain just that, ideas. Without conscious integration, you risk remaining stuck in old patterns despite your newfound awareness. It's like knowing the directions to a new destination, but never actually setting out on the journey. The knowledge is there, but the experience is missing. And here's what they don't want you to realize. Your consistent efforts create the world around you, and it's your efforts that determine the world for everyone. Are you ready to discover how to transform your everyday routines into powerful rituals of self-discovery and create a life that truly reflects your soul's purpose, one mindful moment at a time? Let's dive into some practical examples of how to integrate Jupiterian expansion and Plutonian transformation into your daily routines. First, your morning routine. Instead of rushing out the door, start the day with a gratitude and intention-setting ritual. Set aside just 15 minutes each morning. Begin with 5 minutes of quiet meditation, focusing on your breath and clearing your mind. Then, spend 5 minutes listing at least 3 things you're grateful for, focusing on the expansive possibilities that lie ahead. Finally, spend 5 minutes setting your intentions for the day, writing them down in the present tense as if they've already happened. For example, I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with inspiring people today. Or, I am attracting abundance and success in all areas of my life. By starting your day with gratitude and intention, you're setting a positive tone and aligning yourself with the expansive energy of Jupiter. Next, let's consider your workday. Infuse your work with purpose by connecting your daily tasks to a larger vision. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on how your work contributes to something greater than yourself, whether it's helping others, creating value, or making a difference in the world. Tackle challenges with courage and integrity, viewing them as opportunities for growth and transformation. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation at work. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, take a deep breath and ask yourself, how can I approach this situation with integrity and create a win-win outcome? For example, a colleague was creating problems for Sarah at work. Sarah, instead of complaining, had a conversation with her colleague and solved the issue quickly. By aligning your actions with your values and approaching challenges with a transformative mindset, you're harnessing the power of Pluto in your workday. Finally, consider your evening reflection. End the day with a shadow work journaling practice. Set aside 20 minutes each evening to reflect on your day and identify any limiting beliefs or emotional blockages that may have surfaced. Start by listing any negative emotions you experienced, such as fear, anger, or sadness. Then ask yourself, what limiting belief is underlying this emotion? For example, if you felt anxious about a presentation, the underlying belief might be, I'm not good enough, or I'm afraid of being judged. Journal about these limiting beliefs, exploring their origins and how they're impacting your life. Then, rewrite these beliefs into positive affirmations. For example, I am confident and capable, or I am worthy of success. Acknowledge and accept any hidden fears or insecurities that arise. Remember, Pluto is all about bringing hidden truths to the surface. But what if I told you these fears aren't just from this lifetime? Now, let me share a couple of anecdotes of people experiencing significant shifts in their lives by consistently applying these daily practices. Take the case of David, who transformed his career by starting each day with gratitude and intention. David, who had felt stuck in a dead-end job for years, began each morning by listing 3 things he was grateful for and setting his intention to attract new opportunities. Within a few months, he received a promotion, a raise, and an offer to lead a new project that aligned perfectly with his passions. Or consider Maria, who healed her relationships by ending each day with shadow work journaling. Maria, who had struggled with communication and conflict in her relationships, began each evening by reflecting on her emotions and identifying any limiting beliefs that were contributing to the problems. By addressing her suppressed emotions and rewriting her beliefs, she was able to communicate more effectively, resolve conflicts with greater ease, and create deeper, more fulfilling connections. These are just two examples of the ripple effect of positive change that can result from consistently integrating the Jupiter-Pluto square into your daily life. To further enhance this process, consider the influence of your environment. Surround yourself with crystals that amplify Jupiter's expansive energy and Pluto's transformative power, such as citrine, amethyst, and obsidian. Incorporate sounds that promote relaxation and focus, such as nature sounds, binaural beats, or solfeggio frequencies. Diffuse essential oils that support emotional healing and spiritual growth, such as lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood. Now, how do these daily integration practices align with Jupiter's expansive energy and Pluto's transformative power? Gratitude and intention setting amplify Jupiter's optimism and attract opportunities, while shadow work journaling harnesses Pluto's ability to expose hidden truths and heal emotional wounds. Is this just positive thinking, or is there something deeper going on? It's more than just positive thinking. It's about aligning your energy with the frequency of the universe and creating a powerful force for manifestation. It's about becoming a conscious creator of your reality rather than a passive recipient of external circumstances. Let's discuss the power of habit and repetition. Consistent practice creates new neural pathways in your brain and reinforces positive beliefs. It's like building a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it becomes. The Jupiter-Pluto square amplifies the effects of these practices, making it easier to break free from old patterns and create lasting change. But here's the twist. Consistent practice can also reinforce negative patterns if you're not mindful of your thoughts and actions. That's why it's so important to cultivate awareness and intention in everything you do. Now, let's address some potential objections. I don't have time for these practices. I understand that life can be busy, but even just a few minutes each day can make a difference. Try time-saving alternatives, such as listening to a guided meditation while you're commuting or journaling for just 5 minutes before bed. I'm not seeing results. Be patient and persistent. Transformation takes time, and it's important to trust the process. Remember, you're not just changing your external circumstances. You're rewiring your brain and shifting your energy. What they don't want you to know is, this energy shifts over the course of months and years. This feels selfish. Reframing self-care as essential for serving others. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy, clarity, and compassion to give to others. By prioritizing your well-being, you're not being selfish, you're being responsible. Now I challenge you to commit to one specific daily integration practice for the next 30 days. Choose a practice that resonates with your current needs and goals, whether it's gratitude and intention setting, mindful movement, or shadow work journaling. Set a daily reminder on your phone and track your progress in a journal. Celebrate your small victories and acknowledge your growth along the way. Remember, the key is consistency, not perfection. Be self-compassionate and forgive yourself when you inevitably miss a day or struggle with the practice. We are all works in progress, and it's important to be kind to ourselves along the way. Share your experiences and support each other in the comments section. Let's create a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to transforming their lives and creating a better world. Know that you have the ability to create a life that reflects your soul's purpose, one mindful moment at a time. So to recap, the integration of the Jupiter-Pluto lessons into daily life is the key to creating lasting transformation. Small, consistent actions have a profound impact over time. You have the power to change the world, and they don't want you to use it. So, you now know how to integrate these lessons into your day, but to really supercharge your results, you need to understand how to deal with setbacks. Are you ready to master the art of resilience and navigate the challenges of the Jupiter-Pluto square with grace and power? Keep watching to discover how. Setbacks during the Jupiter-Pluto square aren't just possible, they're inevitable. But here's the twist. It's not about avoiding them, it's about mastering your response. Because what if these apparent obstacles are actually cosmic clues, pointing you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and your potential? What if the universe is intentionally throwing curveballs your way, not to punish you, but to push you beyond your perceived limitations? Setbacks during this time are a natural part of the transformation, and resisting them only amplifies the difficulty, causing you to expend energy fighting against the current. The key isn't to wish away the challenges, but to embrace them as opportunities for growth and recalibration. Think of setbacks during this time as necessary course corrections on a journey. Your initial plan might have been well-intentioned, but the Jupiter-Pluto square is revealing hidden factors that require adjustments. The GPS may recalculate, forcing you to take a detour, but you're still headed toward your destination, perhaps even a better destination than you originally envisioned. This isn't just about bouncing back from adversity. It's about cultivating transformative resilience, using setbacks as fuel for growth and deeper understanding. This is an opportunity to strengthen your inner resolve, clarify your intentions, and emerge from the challenges with a newfound sense of purpose. Shifting from victimhood to empowerment is essential. What they don't want you to realize is that victimhood and blame place you outside of your own locus of power and free will. Are you ready to discover how to transform setbacks into stepping stones, unlock hidden potentials within yourself, and cultivate unshakable resilience in the face of the Jupiter-Pluto square's inevitable challenges? Because what if the Jupiter-Pluto square is actually a test of your ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow? What if the universe is watching to see how you respond, and your reaction will determine the trajectory of your future? Let's consider some relatable scenarios of setbacks commonly experienced during Jupiter-Pluto squares. First, imagine an unexpected financial loss despite diligent planning. You've invested wisely, budgeted carefully, and taken all the necessary precautions, yet suddenly, the market crashes, a deal falls through, or an unforeseen expense arises. Next, think of relationship conflict surfacing despite conscious communication. You and your partner have been committed to open and honest dialogue, yet old wounds resurface, misunderstandings escalate, or unresolved issues boil over. Finally, imagine physical health challenges arising despite dedicated self-care. You've been eating well, exercising regularly, and prioritizing rest, yet you experience a sudden illness, an injury, or a chronic condition flare up. Have you felt this yet? Because what if these setbacks aren't random occurrences, but rather targeted interventions designed to expose hidden vulnerabilities and accelerate your spiritual growth? These scenarios illustrate the concept of karmic retriggering, how setbacks can highlight unresolved patterns and past traumas. The Jupiter-Pluto square amplifies these retriggers, bringing them to the surface for healing. These patterns might manifest as a fear of failure, preventing you from taking risks, abandonment issues causing you to cling to unhealthy relationships, or self-sabotaging behaviors undermining your success. What they don't want you to know is, these can be deeply ingrained from other lifetimes or even by your family. For example, consider someone who consistently attracts emotionally unavailable partners. The Jupiter-Pluto square might trigger a past life memory of abandonment, causing them to repeat this pattern until they heal the underlying wound. Or consider someone who struggles with financial instability despite their best efforts. The Jupiter-Pluto square might expose a deeply ingrained belief that they're unworthy of abundance, stemming from childhood experiences or ancestral patterns. Do any of these patterns resonate with you? Here are some practical strategies for reframing setbacks as opportunities for growth. First, acknowledge and validate your emotions without judgment. Allow yourself to feel the frustration, anger, sadness, or disappointment without trying to suppress or deny them. Remember, emotions are messengers, providing valuable information about your inner state. Next, identify the underlying lessons or karmic patterns being highlighted. Ask yourself, what is this setback trying to teach me? What old wound is being triggered? What limiting belief is being exposed? Be willing to dig deep and uncover the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface. Finally, reframe the setback as a redirection rather than a failure. Instead of viewing it as a sign that you're not good enough or that you're destined to fail, see it as a course correction, guiding you towards a more aligned path. Consider these questions. How can you reframe perceptions? How can you give yourself permission to think differently? The truth is, your reality is entirely in your mind. They don't want you to know that either. Let's delve into the psychological and spiritual principles behind transformative resilience. It's closely connected to the concept of post-traumatic growth, how adversity can lead to increased strength, wisdom, and appreciation for life. Research has shown that individuals who experience trauma often report a greater sense of purpose, deeper relationships, and a renewed appreciation for the simple things in life. This isn't about glorifying suffering, but about recognizing the potential for growth that lies within challenges. Self-compassion, mindfulness, and acceptance are essential in navigating difficult emotions. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. Practice mindfulness by paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Accept that setbacks are a part of life and that you have the ability to navigate them with grace and resilience. Here's how emotional processing unlocks resilience. Techniques like somatic experiencing, emotional freedom technique, EFT, and mindfulness can help you release trapped emotions and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace. Somatic experiencing involves paying attention to the physical sensations associated with emotions, allowing you to process them in a safe and controlled way. EFT involves tapping on specific acupressure points while focusing on the emotion, helping to release energy blockages. Mindfulness involves observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing you to create space between yourself and your emotions. What they don't want you to know is, somatic experiencing will unlock memories long thought lost. The key is to let your body guide you. Now, let's address some common objections and resistance to reframing setbacks. It's not that easy to just change my perspective. I understand that shifting your mindset can be challenging, but it's not impossible. Start by practicing small acts of reframing throughout your day. When you encounter a frustrating situation, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what's another way of looking at this? Or, what opportunity is hidden within this challenge? This feels like spiritual bypassing. I acknowledge that it's important to avoid using spirituality to escape or deny difficult emotions. Reframing isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about acknowledging and validating them while also seeking a more empowering perspective. It's about finding a balance between acceptance and action. As the old saying goes, feel it to heal it. Here are some ways to avoid overthinking. Engage in activities that quiet your mind, such as spending time in nature, listening to music, or practicing a creative hobby. When you find yourself getting caught up in negative thought patterns, gently redirect your attention to the present moment. Remember, you have the power to choose your thoughts and create a more positive reality. Are you starting to get the picture? Are you starting to understand your own power? Now, let's put these principles into practice. I'm going to guide you through a resilience-building ritual to transform a recent setback into a stepping stone. First, acknowledge the setback and allow yourself to feel the associated emotions. Take a few minutes to sit quietly and connect with your feelings. Don't judge them or try to push them away. Simply observe them with compassion. Second, identify the underlying lesson or karmic pattern being highlighted. Ask yourself, what is this setback trying to teach me? What old wound is being triggered? Write down your insights in a journal. Third, reframe the setback as an opportunity for growth and commit to taking aligned action. Ask yourself, how can I use this experience to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient? Identify one small step you can take today that aligns with your newfound understanding. Fourth, visualize yourself emerging from the challenge stronger and more resilient. Imagine yourself overcoming the obstacle and achieving your goals. Feel the sense of empowerment and confidence that comes with knowing you have the ability to navigate any challenge that comes your way. Feel yourself filled with light and strength. I encourage you to create a resilience toolkit with personalized strategies for navigating future setbacks. This toolkit might include practices such as journaling, meditation, exercise, creative expression, or connecting with supportive friends and family. Regularly review and update your toolkit as you grow and evolve. The key is to have a collection of resources that you can turn to when you're feeling overwhelmed or discouraged. What they don't want you to know is you are more powerful than the feeling of being overwhelmed. You are the master of your destiny. Remember, the Jupiter-Pluto square is a catalyst for profound transformation, but setbacks are an inevitable part of the process. Embrace these challenges as opportunities for growth and trust in your ability to navigate them with grace, resilience, and unwavering faith in your potential. Know that you are not alone on this journey and that you have the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. So, you now have a toolkit for handling the challenges and mastering your mindset during this time. But to ensure this transformation sticks, it's time to make sure you are celebrating your wins. Because, what if I told you that the act of celebration is actually a sacred ritual, aligning you with the abundant energy of the universe and amplifying your manifestations? Are you ready to discover why celebration is the secret ingredient to fully integrating the Jupiter-Pluto lessons and manifesting lasting joy, fulfillment, and success? The final section will reveal all. So, you now have a toolkit for handling the challenges and mastering your mindset during this time. But to ensure this transformation sticks, it's time to make sure you are celebrating your wins. Because, what if I told you that genuine celebration, not just a fleeting moment of joy, is the missing ingredient for fully integrating the Jupiter-Pluto lessons and manifesting lasting transformation? Celebration isn't merely an optional reward, it's an active ingredient. Celebration activates the law of attraction, solidifying the positive changes you've worked so hard to achieve, like sealing an agreement with the universe. Think of it as watering the seeds of your intentions, giving them the energy they need to sprout and flourish. What they don't want you to know is, celebration creates a powerful feedback loop, reinforcing positive behaviors and attracting more of what you desire. Are you beginning to see how vital celebration really is? Are you beginning to understand that happiness has been a tool you've had all along? What if I told you that happiness is a birthright, but not just any celebration will do? We're talking about conscious celebration, savoring the journey, acknowledging milestones, and deeply appreciating the present moment. Forget mindless indulgence or superficial gratification. Conscious celebration amplifies joy, reinforces positive neural pathways, and fuels continued growth. This isn't about buying a fancy car you can't afford. It's about recognizing the small victories, like completing a challenging project or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one. It's about pausing to truly appreciate the beauty around you, the love in your life, and the progress you've made. Are you ready to unlock the hidden power of conscious celebration and transform the Jupiter-Pluto square into a source of lasting joy, fulfillment, and success? Because what if the key to unlocking your full potential lies not in relentless striving, but in consciously savoring the moments of joy and accomplishment along the way? What if this transformation doesn't have to be a period of strife, but one of happiness? Are you ready to choose that happiness? Are you ready to feel fulfilled? Let's explore how conscious celebration enhances the manifestation process in different areas of life. Think about your career or finances. Instead of fixating on the ultimate goal of becoming a millionaire, celebrate each small business success, each step closer to an income goal, each positive client interaction. Did you land a new client? Celebrate with a team lunch. Did you complete a challenging project? Acknowledge your hard work with a small reward. Now, think about relationships. Don't wait for a grand gesture to express your appreciation. Celebrate a meaningful connection made, a hurdle overcome, or a moment of deepened intimacy. Did you resolve a conflict with your partner? Celebrate with a romantic dinner. Did you have a heart-to-heart conversation with a friend? Express your gratitude for their presence in your life. How do you feel now? Do you feel love? Because genuine appreciation fortifies relationships and fosters deeper connection. What about health and well-being? So often we are hard on ourselves, but it is time to be easy. It's time to celebrate a healthy habit formed, a physical challenge overcome, or a moment of self-compassion. Did you complete a challenging workout? Celebrate with a relaxing bath. Did you make a healthy meal? Savor each bite and appreciate the nourishment it provides. Did you practice self-compassion by forgiving yourself for a mistake? Acknowledge your strength and resilience. The truth is, small celebrations create a positive feedback loop, motivating you to continue making healthy choices and nurturing your well-being. What they don't want you to know is, these are not only key components of a happy life, but of a long life as well. Have you heard of emotional anchoring? Conscious celebration allows you to use it. We use celebration to imprint positive experiences in the subconscious mind. Connect celebration to specific sensory experiences, a delicious meal, a beautiful song, a meaningful touch to create powerful emotional associations. Create a playlist of songs that evoke feelings of joy and gratitude. Prepare a meal using ingredients that nourish your body and delight your senses. Share a heartfelt hug with someone you love. Share stories of individuals who used emotional anchoring to overcome limiting beliefs, heal emotional wounds, and attract more positive experiences. What is your anchor? Do you have a special token that you can feel? But here's the thing, the science backs this up. Research studies connect celebration with the release of neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which activate pleasure and reward centers in the brain. These neurochemicals reinforce positive behaviors and create a sense of well-being, paving neurological pathways for more happiness. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that individuals who regularly expressed gratitude and celebrated small wins reported higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about rewiring your brain for success. They don't want you to know the science, because science and the body are so inextricably linked. The benefits of happiness go far beyond just feeling good. Studies have shown that happiness is linked to improved immune function, reduced stress levels, and even increased longevity. A 2010 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that individuals who reported higher levels of positive emotions had a lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease. So let's dive deeper. What are the energetic principles behind conscious celebration? It's deeply connected to Jupiter's expansive energy, which amplifies feelings of joy, gratitude, and abundance. Jupiter is the planet of luck and opportunity, and when you consciously celebrate your wins, you align yourself with its positive vibrations. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about attracting more abundance into your life. It is also related to Pluto's transformative power, which helps to release resistance and create space for more positive experiences. Pluto is the planet of transformation, and when you consciously celebrate your wins, you release any lingering resistance to receiving more good things. But here's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to celebrate, because they know this, and it will lead to your ultimate liberation. This may sound far-fetched, but they want a population that is focused on lack. They want you to stay ungrateful, but I know what some of you may be thinking right now. I don't deserve to celebrate. Here's the thing, self-compassion is vital, and you must acknowledge your effort. You deserve to celebrate every step you take towards your goals, no matter how small. Celebrate effort. Some of you may be thinking, celebrating feels selfish. On the contrary, it's a way to recharge and inspire others. When you celebrate your wins, you radiate positive energy that uplifts those around you. And finally, I'm afraid of jinxing myself. Instead, emphasize the power of gratitude and positive intention. Gratitude will not lead to complacency, but inspire more action. So, are you ready to put this into action? I challenge you to identify 3 specific wins you have experienced during the Jupiter-Pluto square, no matter how small. Write down these wins and reflect on the positive emotions they evoke. Next, I'm going to guide you through a celebration ritual to honor these wins and amplify their positive energy. Light a candle, play your favorite music, and take a few moments to reflect on your accomplishments. Express gratitude for the lessons you've learned and the progress you've made. Feel the joy and abundance flowing through you. Now, invite viewers to share their celebrations with others to create a ripple effect of positivity. Post your wins in the comments section, share them with loved ones, or express their gratitude in creative ways. They don't want you to do this because celebration is infectious and inspires and uplifts others. Also, if you're feeling inspired, celebrate with a dance party, spend the day in nature, buy a celebratory gift for yourself. All of these actions will build you up. I'm now going to lead you through a visualization exercise. Close your eyes and visualize your goals already achieved. Feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude that comes with success. Repeat these I claim statements. I claim health, happiness, and success. Know that you are worthy of all good things. So you now have the tools to transform your life and manifest your dreams. But to really make this transformation stick, you need to integrate these lessons into a larger vision for your future. Remember, celebration is not optional, but required. And remember the 3 areas of life to celebrate in: career, relationships, and health. They are the 3 keys to building yourself up, but they don't want you to become self-reliant. Are you ready to discover how to create a compelling vision for your future and use the Jupiter-Pluto square to build a life of lasting purpose, passion, and fulfillment? The next video will reveal all. Now that you have the tools to celebrate, you must decide what is worth celebrating in the first place. Crafting a compelling vision for the future is the ultimate key to harnessing the Jupiter-Pluto square's transformative power for lasting fulfillment. Without a clear vision, the energies of the Jupiter-Pluto square can feel directionless, like a ship without a rudder, leading to temporary shifts rather than sustained growth. The truth is, the universe responds to clarity. The cosmos doesn't reward half-hearted wishes, it amplifies focused intention. Think of the Jupiter-Pluto square as a powerful rocket. A rocket needs a precise destination programmed into its guidance system, or it will veer off course, crashing into some unknown asteroid. Your vision is your destination, and if you don't have one, this immense power will be wasted. They don't want you to realize that focused intent is the only thing that keeps you on the right path. But here's the thing, it's not enough to simply imagine a better future. You must embody it. This is where the concept of future self-embodiment comes into play, aligning with the beliefs, values, and behaviors of your ideal future self in the present moment. By stepping into the energy of your future self, you can accelerate the manifestation process and attract opportunities that are perfectly aligned with your goals, as if you were a magnet drawing in exactly what you need. Future self-embodiment involves more than just visualization. It requires taking inspired action and making choices right now that reflect your desired future reality. Are you starting to see how powerful this can be? What if I told you that you could be living your dream life right now? What's stopping you? Are you ready to discover how to craft a compelling vision for your future and embody your future self to manifest a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment, powered by the Jupiter-Pluto square? Are you ready to become the person you've always dreamed of being? Think about it. Have you ever met someone who just radiated success? Odds are, it wasn't just luck. More likely, they had a vision. There are countless examples of people who transformed their lives by creating a crystal-clear vision for their future and aligning their actions with that vision. Consider the story of Sarah, a woman who felt trapped in a dead-end job. She identified her passions and skills, creating a detailed roadmap for her dream job, dedicating 1 hour each day to acquiring new knowledge, networking with industry professionals, and sending out targeted resumes. She faced numerous rejections and moments of self-doubt, but her unwavering vision kept her going. Within 6 months, she landed her dream job, more than doubling her previous salary. Or consider Mark, a man who had difficulty with relationships because he was afraid of vulnerability and intimacy. He envisioned his ideal partnership, setting clear boundaries, communicating his needs and desires with honesty and compassion. He spent 30 minutes each day practicing active listening, expressing gratitude, and working to heal his past traumas. It was difficult, but he faced fear. Within a year, he attracted a loving and supportive partner, building a relationship based on trust and mutual respect. Did Mark and Sarah get there by luck? Not at all. They had a vision. Now, how can you achieve similar results? Let's talk about vision board alchemy, using images, affirmations, and symbols to create a powerful visual representation of your desired future. Vision boards act as a constant reminder of your goals, reinforcing positive beliefs and attracting aligned opportunities. But here's the thing, not all vision boards are created equal. To truly harness the power of vision board alchemy, there are specific guidelines you need to follow. You can't just slap anything on there. Include images that evoke strong emotional responses, pictures of places you want to visit, people you admire, or symbols that represent your goals. The images should be clear, vibrant, and personally meaningful. The most powerful images are those that trigger feelings of joy, excitement, and gratitude. Use potent words and affirmations, focusing on the present tense as if your goals have already been achieved. Instead of writing, "I want to be successful," write, "I am successful." Instead of "I will travel the world," write, "I am traveling the world." The most potent words are those that resonate with your soul and fill you with a sense of possibility. You must speak it into existence. Then consider ideal locations. The location of your vision board can significantly impact its effectiveness. Place it in a location where you will see it every day, such as your bedroom, office, or living room. The ideal location is one where you can easily access it and spend a few moments each day visualizing your goals. They don't want you to know that proximity will create a connection, and that is what truly amplifies the law of attraction. You may be thinking that this all sounds a little woo-woo. Let's discuss the science of self-fulfilling prophecies and how beliefs shape reality. A clear vision can activate the brain's reward system, motivating you to take consistent action and overcome obstacles. When you focus on your goals, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing your desired behaviors and making it easier to stay on track. It's like you're literally training your brain for success. As a spiritual addendum, when you change your thoughts, you change your reality. You are creating your own universe. But here's the thing, the Jupiter-Pluto square amplifies the power of a clear vision. Jupiter's expansive energy allows you to dream bigger and envision limitless possibilities, pushing you beyond your comfort zone and encouraging you to reach for the stars. It's like Jupiter is whispering in your ear, "You can do it," and shining a spotlight on your potential. At the same time, Pluto's transformative power helps you dismantle limiting beliefs and create a new reality, clearing away any obstacles that stand in your way. Pluto is like a cosmic surgeon, removing the cancerous growths that are holding you back, allowing you to be reborn into your full potential. Are you beginning to see how well these two align? Now I know what some of you may be thinking, I don't know what my vision is. Here's the thing, self-discovery is a journey, not a destination. You can start by clarifying your values. What truly matters to you in life? What are your passions? What are you good at? Once you have a better understanding of your values, you can begin to create a vision that aligns with your authentic self. You also might be thinking, I'm afraid of failing, I get it, but here's how you need to reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone. Every setback is a chance to learn, grow, and become more resilient. They don't want you to realize that the only true failure is giving up. Maybe you're feeling, this feels overwhelming. Here's how we can break down the vision creation process into manageable steps. Start with a small, achievable goal. Once you've achieved that goal, celebrate your success and move on to the next. It's like climbing a mountain. You don't have to reach the summit in one day. You just need to take one step at a time. And remember, perfect is the enemy of good. Do what you can, and don't let perfectionism hold you back from taking action. The truth is, focused intention is powerful. Think of unfocused desire as a scattered beam of light. It's weak and ineffective. A scattered beam of light is weak, but a focused laser beam is incredibly powerful, capable of cutting through steel. In the same way, focused intention can cut through any obstacle and manifest your desires. So, are you ready to put this into action? I challenge you to create a compelling vision for your future, focusing on 3 key areas: career, finances, relationships, and health well-being. What does your ideal career look like? What kind of financial abundance do you desire? What kind of relationships do you want to cultivate? What does optimal health look and feel like to you? Then, brainstorm your ideal future self, identifying their desired qualities, achievements, and experiences. What kind of person do you want to become? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Now I'm going to guide you through a future self-embodiment meditation to connect with the energy of your ideal self. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, releasing any tension or stress from your body. Visualize yourself as your future self, stepping into their shoes, feeling their emotions, experiencing their successes, and embodying their wisdom. What are you wearing? Where are you? What do you do with your time? What do you believe to be true? What is most important to you? What does a typical day look like? Live inside that future. Now, ask your future self for guidance and insights on how to achieve your goals. Listen carefully to their wisdom and take note of any messages you receive. The truth is, we all know the answers already, but sometimes we need our future selves to remind us. Finally, create a vision board to create visual representations, focusing on best images, best affirmations, and ideal locations for placement, as we discussed. This is the last step that seals everything in, and they don't want you to follow through with these steps. And now let's cement the entire process. Repeat these I claim statements. I claim this vision as my reality. I embrace the journey. I claim my future. What are you feeling? Do you feel ready? But here's the catch. What they really don't want you to know is, certain secret societies have been attempting to harness the Jupiter-Pluto square's energy for their own nefarious purposes, seeking to manipulate the collective consciousness and control the flow of reality, bending it to their will and to keep you suppressed. How will you claim your power to stop them? This brings us to the power of collective vision. Now you have your plan, your tools, and your future in your sights, and with the Jupiter-Pluto square, you have cosmic forces on your side. You are now ready to claim your dream life. But there's one more thing you need to know to make your efforts truly stick. Don't miss our final thoughts in the outro. Now that you have your plan and can embody your future self, it's time to take a look at your life to make sure that it serves what's most important to you. The Jupiter-Pluto square is now prompting a critical evaluation of your legacy, the impact you want to have on the world. Are you ready to really do something with the energy that's available right now? This goes beyond immediate goals, way beyond. We're talking about your long-term influence and contribution to the world. They don't want you thinking about this, because a complacent population is easier to control. The Jupiter-Pluto square is like a cosmic mirror reflecting your future self back at you, asking, what mark will you leave on the world? What is your legacy going to be? Legacy alignment is what it's all about. It's about ensuring your daily actions contribute to your desired long-term impact, and it's the only way to make sure the energy from the Jupiter-Pluto square sticks around. It's all about identifying the disconnect between your daily life and your long-term aspirations. Without a legacy vision, your actions will lead to unfulfilling achievements. Let's face it, a lot of people live lives that, at the end, leave them wondering what it was all for. Legacy alignment amplifies your purpose, provides unwavering motivation, and attracts opportunities aligned with your values. Why would you do it any other way? Are you ready to discover how to craft a powerful legacy vision and align your daily actions to create a life of lasting significance long after the Jupiter-Pluto square has passed? This is the type of power they don't want you to have. Think about it. What if I told you that you could actively shape your legacy? We can learn something from the historical examples of figures who harnessed Jupiter-Pluto-like energies to create lasting legacies. Consider Nelson Mandela, a social reformer who challenged injustice and created lasting change through activism and advocacy. His actions, like leading peaceful protests, negotiating with the apartheid government, and promoting reconciliation, left an impact that continues to inspire movements for social justice around the world. What if you knew how to create that impact? Or what about Frida Kahlo, an artist who used her creativity to inspire and uplift others, leaving a lasting cultural impact? Her unique style, characterized by bold colors, surreal imagery, and unflinching self-portraits, made her an inspiration to artists around the globe. What if you had that impact through the arts? These people weren't perfect, not at all. But their vision guided their actions, and you have that ability as well. Now, how do you achieve a vision like Mandela or Kahlo? You need values clarification. Identifying your core values and using them to guide your decisions, like a compass, will point you toward actions aligned with your legacy vision. What's most important to you? Here's how. Grab a journal and spend 15 minutes reflecting on moments when you felt most alive, most authentic, and most fulfilled. What values were being expressed in those moments? Write down everything that comes to mind. Then, choose your top 5 values based on what feels most resonant and true to you. Now, use your values to create daily affirmations that align with your legacy vision. The most potent affirmations are those that connect you to your soul and fill you with a sense of purpose. Once you know what matters to you, everything else lines up. But there's another critical component to leaving a lasting impact. It has to do with mentorship and lasting contribution. By mentoring, knowledge transfer, or supporting others to continue your work, your influence can extend beyond your lifetime, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Let's say you're passionate about environmental conservation. Mentoring young environmental activists, sharing your knowledge of sustainable practices, and supporting organizations working to protect the planet, you can create a legacy that lasts for generations to come, empowering others to continue your work long after you're gone. Or, imagine you're a skilled entrepreneur. By mentoring aspiring business owners, sharing your expertise in leadership and innovation, and investing in companies that are making a positive impact on the world, you can create a legacy that empowers others to build successful businesses, creating wealth and opportunity for their communities. They don't want you to think about spreading wealth and power, because then they lose their control. But here's the thing, legacy aligns with Jupiter's expansive energy and Pluto's transformative power. Jupiter brings the long-term vision, allowing you to dream bigger and see the potential for positive impact. Pluto, on the other hand, dissolves limiting beliefs and transforms your understanding of what's possible. But what most people miss is that legacy isn't solely about big achievements. It's about positively impacting others in ways that align with your authentic self. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I'm not important enough to leave a legacy. But legacy isn't about fame or fortune. It's about contributing your unique gifts and talents to the world, no matter how small. Everyone has something to offer, and even the smallest act of kindness can have a ripple effect that touches countless lives. Don't underestimate yourself. I don't know what my values are, others are surely thinking, but you can always uncover them through introspection, journaling, and self-assessment exercises, as we discussed earlier. The truth is, your values are already guiding your decisions, whether you're aware of them or not. Taking the time to clarify your values is like shining a light on your path, making it easier to navigate life's challenges and make choices that align with your authentic self. I don't have time, you might be thinking, and I get it. It's possible to craft a legacy by taking small, consistent actions that align with your values and vision. Dedicating just 15 minutes each day to a project that aligns with your legacy, you can create a lasting impact over time. They don't want you to realize that small things add up. Here's something really interesting. Contributing to others can actually trigger hidden reward centers in your brain, activating feelings of joy, fulfillment, and connection. Paying it forward creates a cycle of positive influence, inspiring others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change that spreads throughout your community and beyond. So many people don't even realize this is possible. Now, are you ready to put this knowledge into action? I challenge you to write a legacy statement, a concise articulation of the impact you want to have on the world. Use this template, I want to be remembered for, by, so that. Then share your legacy statement in the comments, creating accountability and inspiring others to do the same. But it doesn't stop there. It's time to conduct a legacy audit, assessing how your current actions align with your legacy statement. Identify areas of misalignment and commit to taking specific actions to bridge the gap. For example, if your legacy statement involves promoting environmental sustainability, you might commit to reducing your carbon footprint, supporting eco-friendly businesses, and advocating for policies that protect the planet. Look at every part of your life. It's also time for a legacy visualization exercise to connect with your future self. Close your eyes and visualize your future self, receiving recognition for your contributions, creating ripple effects of positive change, and making a lasting impact on the world. Feel the joy, pride, and fulfillment of knowing that your life has made a difference. It's like you're stepping into your future right now. As you do this visualization, repeat these I am statements. I am creative, I'm an innovator, I'm a world changer, I am contributing. What are you feeling now? Do you feel like you can take on the world? I know that I do. The Jupiter-Pluto square is your opportunity to consider and align with legacy to experience lasting transformation. This is the energy that you need to be using right now. So now you have your plan, your tools, your future in your sights, and the power of legacy as your driving force, and with the Jupiter-Pluto square, you have cosmic forces on your side. You are now ready to claim your dream life. But there's one more thing you need to know to make your efforts truly stick. Don't miss our final thoughts in the outro. So now you have your plan, your tools, your future in your sights, the power of legacy as your driving force, and with the Jupiter-Pluto square, you have cosmic forces on your side. You are now ready to claim your dream life. But there's one more thing you need to know to make your efforts truly stick. Don't miss our final thoughts in the outro. But there's something else, an X factor. While all of these internal and external elements are now understood, and you possess a rock-solid legacy alignment, the most successful people possess an X factor, the ability to embrace and celebrate the unknown. While many strategies and rituals may be followed, not everything goes according to plan. The truth is, the universe may have a better plan in mind. Think of this journey as traveling at night. You can only see as far as your headlights, but you can make the whole trip that way. It's time to embrace the power of flexibility. Let's introduce surrender with intention, releasing attachment to outcomes while remaining laser-focused on your core values and your deeply important legacy. It seems counterintuitive to surrender. After all, you've been taught to struggle and fight, but this action will actually provide you with even greater influence than brute force ever could. This is about the power of trust in the cosmic plan. During this Jupiter-Pluto square, flexibility and adaptability are the only ways to see the opportunities that are aligned with what you want most. Are you ready to discover the secret to surrendering with intention and allow the universe to guide you towards even greater opportunities and abundance than you ever imagined? If you're willing, the universe is ready to deliver. Think about individuals who achieved breakthrough success by surrendering to the unknown and embracing unexpected opportunities. Take, for example, a person who always dreamed of being a doctor. They spent years studying, volunteering, and preparing for medical school, but after failing to get in, they felt crushed and defeated. After months of introspection, they decided to surrender to the unknown and explore other options. They took a job at a tech company, and after a year, they realized that they were amazing at it. They ended up creating life-saving technology that made them far more impact than they ever could have in a hospital. This is the type of story that comes from surrendering with intention. Or what about this story? Someone who had a very specific idea about the type of partner they wanted. They created lists and went on endless dates. After years of searching, they were exhausted and feeling hopeless. They decided to surrender to the idea of the one and instead focus on what made them happy. Then, they met someone who was completely different from their ideal partner, but they shared a deep connection and unwavering love for one another. They flourished despite not meeting conventional standards, all because they let the universe lead the way. Inspired action is where things get interesting, taking intuitive steps that are aligned with your values and vision, even without knowing the ultimate outcome. So many people don't even take the first step. What if all you did was follow the things that make you excited? There's a huge difference between forced action, the kind you think you should take, and inspired action, the kind you want to take. Let's face it, we've all taken forced action steps that lead to nowhere. Specific examples of intuitive steps include engaging in new projects, spontaneously relocating, or taking a class out of genuine curiosity. Maybe you're feeling pulled to engage in a local charity, or maybe you're just being called to clean up your space. What about taking a new certification? Maybe this cosmic event is encouraging you to join a new circle. These actions are just the beginning. And that brings us to the law of unexpected returns, relinquishing expectations to open the door to opportunities beyond your wildest dreams. By giving without expecting, showing compassion without seeking gratitude, and acting with integrity without demanding recognition, you're actually priming the universe for even greater returns. It's not some karma system, it's about pure alignment. It's time to highlight recurring themes. These stories aren't about blind luck, they're about intentional surrender. These people weren't lucky, they were ready. When a door closes, a window opens, but you can't see the window if you're too busy banging on the door. What if I told you it was all aligned? The cosmic mechanism of how surrender with intention influences outcomes has to do with pure intention. Surrender is not about passivity. It's about aligning with the divine will, the true purpose of your life. It's all about releasing the need to control everything and trusting that the universe has your back. You have to trust that the universe wants to give you what you want. It's time to look within and to distinguish between ego-driven desires and heart-centered guidance. Ego-driven desires are rooted in fear and scarcity, whereas heart-centered guidance is rooted in love and abundance. Which one are you choosing? Heart-centered guidance feels expansive and aligned. But how does intention amplify alignment? Clearly setting an intention is like setting a compass to guide a ship through a storm. It provides direction and focus, allowing you to navigate the chaos and stay on course towards your desired outcome. Let's face it, if you're just floating, you're just going to drift aimlessly in the ocean, right? The universe is like a river. Your intentions are the rudder to steer. You have to grab the wheel. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Surrendering means giving up. But you have to reframe it as trusting. Surrendering isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about trusting that the universe has a better plan in store for you. By releasing your attachment to the outcome, you open yourself up to possibilities beyond your wildest imagination. This sounds too passive. Then you have to detail inspired action. Surrender is not about being passive. It's about taking inspired action that aligns with your values and vision. Listen to your intuition, follow your heart, and take bold steps towards your dreams, even without knowing the ultimate outcome. How do I know if I'm making the right choice? By trusting your intuition and setting clear intentions, you can align yourself with the divine will and manifest your desires with ease. It sounds too good to be true, but that's what they don't want you to know. Ultimately, relinquishing control is part of transformation. It can be really scary to release control, and that's actually a necessary part of transformation with Pluto. The more you can let go, the better. You are stepping into the river that you are meant to be flowing in. Acceptance is expansion. Resistance is constriction. So are you ready? I challenge you to identify an area of your life where you are clinging to control and experiencing resistance. It's time to release your attachment to the outcome. What's one thing you can surrender, starting today? It's time to guide you through a surrender and intention-setting ritual to align with the cosmic flow. First, find a quiet space where you can relax and connect with your inner self. Second, visualize releasing control by imagining yourself letting go of your fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. Imagine the fears just drifting away. It's a pretty sight, right? Third, state your intentions by declaring what you want to manifest in your life. Make sure they're rooted in love and abundance. Then have gratitude by expressing appreciation for all that you have and all that is yet to come. And now, here are options for inspired action. Contact someone you admire, take a class that intrigues you, or offer support or resources to a new project. These are all amazing ways to show the universe that you're ready. What's most important is to trust in the process and in yourself. Repeat after me. I have the power to create my life, and the universe will meet me. You have the power to navigate your destiny, even amidst uncertainty. Believe that you're worthy of love, abundance, and fulfillment. So, to summarize, surrender with intention is the final key to a life filled with joy, success, and fulfillment. If you can align these pieces, you're golden. I believe in you. Now you have the ability to transform your life and create your dreams, but there is one last thing to cover. Are you ready to find out how to make all of your effort truly stick? Do not miss the final outro. So, we've unlocked the power of surrender with intention, that vital key to navigating this Jupiter-Pluto square. But there's a catch. Surrender with intention also requires developing a clear line of communication with the universe, a way to recognize the subtle guidance being offered at every moment. After all, relying on logic alone simply isn't enough during these cosmic shakeups. Are you prepared to navigate solely with what you know? It's time to learn to interpret the signs. The universe is always whispering guidance, but you must learn to tune your receiver to hear its messages clearly amidst the noise of the world. What if you're missing vital clues because you're not listening closely enough? Let's introduce the concept of cosmic breadcrumbs, synchronicities, intuitive nudges, and unexpected opportunities that are specifically designed to guide you towards your destiny. It's time to shift your perception, to recognize that what you once dismissed as random chance is actually a carefully orchestrated series of signals. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you were meant to be somewhere or meet someone? The ability to decipher these signs transforms what seems like a random, chaotic journey into a directed, purposeful path. What if every challenge, every coincidence, every stroke of luck was actually part of a grand design? Are you ready to discover how to recognize and interpret the universe's breadcrumbs and allow its wisdom to guide you towards a future beyond your wildest dreams? Let's explore the common ways the universe attempts to get our attention. First, there are repeating numbers. Have you noticed yourself constantly seeing sequences like 111, 222, 333, or even 444? This isn't just a coincidence. These recurring number sequences can offer validation that you're on the right track or direction when you're feeling lost. Imagine them as little yes signals from the cosmos, confirming that you're aligned with your higher purpose. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. Numerology can unlock even greater meaning, a code to the universe that most people don't even know exists. Don't believe me? Explore numerology resources, like websites or books, to uncover the hidden meanings behind these numbers and how they relate to your life path. Are you ready to decode the universe's numerical language? Then there are meaningful dreams. Your dreams can provide profound insight into unresolved emotions, hidden desires, and even future possibilities, all served to you on a silver platter. But here's the key: you have to actually remember them. Keep a dream journal by your bed and immediately write down anything you recall upon waking, even if it seems fragmented or nonsensical. Then, look for recurring themes, symbols, and emotions. A fierce dog can represent deep-seated fears, but what if that dog is friendly? What if you interpret it wrong? Actionable steps to enable recall and accurate interpretation include practicing mindfulness before bed, setting a clear intention to remember your dreams, and exploring dream dictionaries or working with a dream interpreter to gain deeper understanding. What if your subconscious mind holds the key to unlocking your greatest potential? And don't forget unexpected encounters. Unplanned meetings aren't accidental. Think about it. Have you ever bumped into someone at exactly the right time, and that encounter changed the course of your day, week, or even your life? Maybe you met a future business partner, a soulmate, or someone who offered you a crucial piece of advice. These unplanned meetings are often divinely orchestrated opportunities. What if that seemingly random connection was actually a pivotal turning point in your journey? Specific examples include meeting an investor at a coffee shop who funds your dream project, or crossing paths with a mentor who guides you through a challenging time. Are you ready to embrace the magic of serendipity? Now, how can you amplify your perception, sharpen your senses, so you don't miss these crucial cosmic breadcrumbs? Start with mindfulness and meditation. Regular mindfulness practice quiets the mental chatter and allows you to become more present and receptive to subtle cues from the universe. Think of it like tuning a radio. Meditation helps you clear the static and focus on the signal. You can also spend time in nature. Nature has such a strong effect because it connects you with the Earth's energy and opens your senses to the interconnectedness of all things. The next time you're feeling lost or disconnected, take a walk in the woods, sit by a river, or simply gaze at the stars. What messages do you receive? Finally, there's journaling. Journaling is an incredibly powerful tool for self-reflection and intuitive guidance. Share the best techniques, such as freewriting without censoring yourself, asking specific questions, and recording the answers that come to you, and reviewing past entries to identify recurring patterns and themes. What if the answers you seek have been inside you all along? But it doesn't stop there. Let's connect these ways the universe communicates with specific advice you can apply to your own life. Are you feeling lost in your career path? Pay attention to repeating numbers related to abundance and success, like 888 or 999. These could be signs that you're on the verge of a major breakthrough, or that you need to take a leap of faith and pursue your passions. What if the universe is nudging you towards a career change you've been too afraid to make? Are you struggling with health issues? Pay attention to your dreams for insights into underlying emotional or spiritual imbalances. Recurring dreams about being trapped or suffocated, for example, could indicate that you're holding onto repressed emotions or living in a toxic environment. What about important relationships? Unexpected encounters can lead to profound connections with soulmates or karmic partners, but be mindful of red flags and unhealthy patterns. Is the universe trying to teach you a lesson about boundaries, self-worth, or unconditional love? Let's dive even deeper. What's the energetic science behind these cosmic breadcrumbs? At its heart is synchronicity, that concept that seemingly random events can be meaningfully connected. It's the universe's way of winking at you, letting you know that you're on the right path. Then there's the collective unconscious, that shared reservoir of universal knowledge and archetypes that connects all of humanity. Your intuition is actually just you tapping into this network. And finally, there's quantum entanglement, the mind-bending phenomenon where two particles become linked regardless of the distance between them. What if your thoughts, feelings, and intentions are entangled with the fabric of reality itself? Are you ready to accept that the universe is far more interconnected and responsive than you ever imagined? But here's where things get controversial. What do the scientists say? While mainstream science is still catching up, there's a growing body of research into intuition, dreams, and related phenomena. Studies have shown that meditation can enhance intuition, that dreams can provide valuable insights into problem solving, and that the human brain is capable of detecting subtle electromagnetic fields. This is not just some woo-woo theory, it's grounded in scientific principles. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds like confirmation bias. What if I'm just seeing what I want to see? That's why critical thinking is important. Be open to interpreting the signs, but also be willing to question your assumptions and consider alternative explanations. Don't force the signs to fit your narrative. Allow them to guide you towards a deeper truth. But what if I misinterpret the signs? This is where self-trust and experimentation come in. Trust your intuition, but also be willing to learn from your mistakes. What if every misinterpretation was actually a valuable lesson in discernment? How do I know if it's really a sign or just a coincidence? Providing guidelines to increase confidence, such as looking for recurring patterns, verifying the sign with external sources, and trusting your gut feeling. Let's face it, sometimes you just know. And what does all this have to do with legacy? These signs will ultimately lead you to your true calling, that unique purpose you were born to fulfill. Following your calling won't just bring you personal fulfillment. It will also allow you to leave a lasting legacy on the world, something that will inspire and uplift generations to come. What if the universe has been patiently waiting for you to step into your power and create something truly extraordinary? So, I challenge you to pay close attention to the signs over the next week. Document anything that stands out in a journal, noting the date, time, and context. What recurring numbers do you see? What unexpected encounters do you have? What insights do you receive in your dreams? The universe is speaking to you. Are you ready to listen? Let's guide you through a cosmic breadcrumb meditation to help you tune into the universe's guidance. First, find a quiet space where you can relax and quiet your mind. Second, envision your path forward, your goals, your dreams. See yourself living your best life. Third, call upon the universe to deliver advice, guidance, and support. Ask for clarity, wisdom, and direction. Finally, express gratitude for all that you have and all that is yet to come. And here's a sign interpretation guide. Explore resources such as books, websites, or experts that can offer insights into the meanings of different signs and symbols. What hidden knowledge awaits you? It's also vital to discuss what you encounter. Connect and discuss in the comments below. Share your synchronicities, ask questions, and offer support to others on this journey. We're all in this together. What if these cosmic breadcrumbs are the final, most significant tool you'll ever need to experience a life full of joy, success, and fulfillment? It's time to believe in yourself and in the power of the universe to guide you. Now, there is one small request I ask of you to take this even further. Are you ready to discover what small action can further propel this message to greatness? Do not miss our final outro, and if you're ready to listen, get prepared for a barrage. Amidst the Jupiter-Pluto square's transformative energies, the synchronicities become amplified, loudest when connected to one's truest path and life purpose. It is like the universe is becoming extremely chatty. This amplification can feel overwhelming, like a barrage of cosmic signals, leaving you unsure of which way to turn. Imagine the universe turning up the volume on its messages, but you need a filter to discern which voices are truly guiding you home. That's where purpose-filtered perception comes in, a method to consciously sift through the amplified synchronicities, prioritizing messages aligned with your core values, legacy vision, and inspired action. Ignore the signals, and you risk analysis paralysis, being overwhelmed, or missing critical course corrections. Are you ready to be lost and confused? Here's the catch. Developing the right questions is more important than chasing every sign. Are you ready to discover how to develop purpose-filtered perception and cut through the noise to receive clear, laser-focused guidance from the universe during this critical time? Consider this. Imagine two individuals navigating a career transition during this Jupiter-Pluto square. One person, bombarded by opportunities, chases every lead, attends every networking event, and applies for every job that remotely fits their skill set. Overwhelmed and scattered, they end up in a role that pays the bills but leaves them feeling unfulfilled and drained. It isn't a win. The other person, armed with purpose-filtered perception, only considers signs pointing toward roles directly related to their passion for environmental sustainability. They filter out opportunities that don't align with their core values, focusing their energy on companies actively making a positive impact on the planet. They spend less time and more passion, and it affects the outcome. They land a dream job that not only utilizes their skills, but also allows them to contribute to a cause they deeply care about. Or consider a relationship shift. One person, feeling lost and confused, clings to a relationship that is no longer serving them, ignoring the red flags and making excuses for their partner's behavior. Ultimately, they remain stuck in a cycle of unhappiness and resentment. Another person prioritizes signs related to mutual growth, open communication, and shared values. They recognize that the relationship is hindering their personal evolution and decide to have an honest conversation with their partner. This wasn't easy. They choose to separate, creating space for new, more fulfilling connections to enter their life. Explain how this related to overall happiness. See how this works. It wasn't about ignoring the world, but filtering for importance. How can you experience this profound clarity? Let's introduce a 3-step process for developing purpose-filtered perception. Step 1. Reconnect with your legacy statement. The Jupiter-Pluto square is prompting you to revisit this statement, to recenter yourself and remember your core objectives. Dust off that journal, pull up that old document, and ask yourself, does this statement still resonate? Has my vision evolved? Refine the statement based on your experiences, incorporating new insights and aspirations. What specific impact do you want to make on the world? What values do you want to embody? What lasting legacy do you want to leave behind? Step 2. Define non-negotiable values. Understanding your core requirements helps determine value and worth. What are the values that you absolutely cannot compromise on? These are the principles that guide your decisions, shape your relationships, and define your sense of self. Make a list of your top 5 non-negotiable values, writing them down in clear, concise language. Do you value honesty, integrity, compassion, creativity, or freedom? Are you unwilling to tolerate disrespect, injustice, or negativity? Be specific and unwavering. Step 3. Practice discernment through meditation. Stilling the mind will emphasize focus, and asking pointed questions will emphasize answers. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, allowing your body and mind to relax. Focus on your legacy statement and your non-negotiable values. Now ask the universe to reveal the signs that are aligned with your purpose. What opportunities are waiting for you? What challenges are you meant to overcome? What guidance do you need to move forward? Pay attention to any thoughts, feelings, or images that arise. Trust your intuition and record your insights in your journal. This filtering creates focus and reduces analysis paralysis, highlighting recurring themes. See how the Jupiter-Pluto square becomes a catalyst, not a source of chaos. When the mind becomes clearer, the path will show itself. What if you could eliminate all the distractions and see the way forward with unwavering clarity? When your objectives are in place, your steps will happen. Are you ready to experience the effortless flow of a life aligned with your true purpose? Let's go deeper. What's really happening in your brain when you engage in purpose-filtered perception? There's a neurological reason why purpose-filtered perception enhances intuition. It all comes down to the reticular activating system, RAS. This is a network of neurons located in your brainstem that filters sensory information and determines what gets your attention. When you focus on specific values, you're essentially programming your RAS to prioritize information that aligns with those values. This increases your awareness of relevant opportunities, synchronicities, and guidance, and helps you filter out distractions. Connect the science to the mystical. Filters aren't about blocking signals, but emphasizing them, just as a lens focuses light. A camera lens focuses light to bring objects into focus. This is the same with the RAS. You're focusing your inner lens, which clarifies and emphasizes your goals while helping you sort what's valuable. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I might miss out on opportunities if I'm too focused. This is where the reframe comes in. It's not about limiting yourself, it's about refining your choices. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you're actually opening yourself up to even greater opportunities that are aligned with your purpose. What if the opportunities you're missing out on were actually distractions holding you back from your true potential? But how do I know my values are the right ones? That's where personal resonance comes in. Your values should feel authentic and empowering. They should align with your deepest sense of self and inspire you to take action. If your values feel forced or inauthentic, it's time to reevaluate them. What if your values are a compass guiding you towards your North Star? This sounds limiting, said no one ever. The expansiveness of alignment will surprise you. Aligning your actions with your values actually creates more freedom and flow in your life. When you're clear about your purpose, you're able to make decisions with greater confidence and ease, and you're less likely to get bogged down in distractions or self-doubt. What if alignment was the key to unlocking your full potential? Let's reiterate, filtering isn't about avoidance. The purpose is about aligning actions with values. But here's the thing, even with purpose-filtered perception, you may still need to make course corrections along the way. Be open to adjusting your goals and strategies as you gain new insights and experiences. What if the journey itself is just as important as the destination? I challenge you to review your legacy statement and values. The Jupiter-Pluto square is a powerful time for self-reflection and re-evaluation. Take the next 24 hours to reconnect with your goals. Do they still hold up? What is most important to you? Are you living in alignment with your values? If not, what changes do you need to make? Now, let's enhance this with a purpose-filtered meditation. First, find a quiet space where you can relax and quiet your mind. Second, state your legacy and values, connecting with their essence. Third, ask the universe to clarify a decision, seeking guidance and support. Finally, express gratitude for the wisdom received and the path ahead. Here's what's even more powerful. Create a personal synchronicities log. Document your feelings, thoughts, and circumstances surrounding each synchronicity. There is no need to interpret everything, but to note recurring themes. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns and connections that reveal deeper insights into your path. What if this log became a map to your destiny? Now engage. Share your insights and questions in the comments below. The Jupiter-Pluto square is a collective experience, and we're all in this together. Invite comments or questions on the video. I will do my best to provide individualized support, if available. Purpose-filtered perception is the most powerful way to take advantage of this unique cosmic alignment. What if you had a superpower, one that allowed you to navigate life with unwavering clarity and purpose? I encourage you to act with purpose and intention and embrace the transformative power of the Jupiter-Pluto square. So now you have the power to transform your life and manifest your dreams, but you're not quite ready yet. What small action can further propel this message to greatness? Do not miss our final outro, and you're feeling more in tune than ever. But here's the truth. While recognizing guidance and filtering perceptions are key, true transformation hinges on directly confronting and releasing the root-limiting beliefs that are hindering your manifestations. Think of it this way, filtered synchronicities only reveal the path. Without clearing the internal roadblocks, you're still stuck in neutral. Imagine you have a clear map, thanks to your purpose-filtered perception, but your car's brakes are stuck. Purpose-filtered perception shows you where to go, but you need to release those brakes, those insidious limiting beliefs, to actually move forward. These beliefs, often buried deep in the subconscious, act as energetic anchors, preventing you from fully aligning with the Jupiter-Pluto square's transformative potential. What if you could systematically dismantle those anchors, freeing yourself to sail smoothly towards your desired reality? Allow me to introduce Limiting Belief Alchemy, a fusion of shadow work and intention setting designed to transmute your deepest blocks into fuel for your ascent. This isn't just another self-help technique. This technique targets, reframes, and releases those deeply ingrained limiting beliefs that are holding you back from embodying your full potential. It doesn't just identify problems. It provides the tools to actively rewrite your inner narrative. Are you ready to unearth these hidden saboteurs and alchemize them into stepping stones to success? Are you ready to learn Limiting Belief Alchemy? To transmute these blocks and launch your life toward joy, abundance, and authentic expression, to finally experience the effortless flow you've been longing for. Consider Sarah, an individual plagued by low self-worth. She always dreamed of starting her own business, but she was crippled by the belief that she wasn't good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. Through limiting belief alchemy, she identified the root of her limiting belief, a childhood experience where she was constantly criticized by a parent. She then practiced releasing the associated emotions of shame and inadequacy and actively reframed her belief into one of self-acceptance and worthiness. She started to believe in herself. Within months, she launched her business, attracting clients who valued her unique talents and expertise. Or take Mark, who struggled with relationships for years. He harbored a deep-seated belief that he was unlovable, stemming from a past betrayal. This belief manifested as self-sabotaging behaviors, pushing away potential partners before they could get too close. Through limiting belief alchemy, Mark confronted his pain, embracing forgiveness. He reframed his belief into one of self-love and worthiness. Soon after, he attracted a loving and supportive partner, creating a relationship built on trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect. Can you feel the cosmic energies assisting in this profound release, amplifying the effects of your inner work? This is not just about personal change. It's about aligning with the powerful currents of the universe. These aren't isolated cases. They're examples of what becomes possible when you actively target and release your limiting beliefs, harnessing the support of the cosmos. Let's introduce a 4-step process for limiting belief alchemy, the key to unlocking lasting transformation during this potent Jupiter-Pluto square. Step 1. Identify the limiting belief. This is about becoming a detective of your own mind, uncovering the hidden beliefs that are running the show behind the scenes. Pay attention to recurring negative thoughts, feelings, and patterns in your life. What are the common themes? What do you consistently tell yourself that holds you back? Question every thought. Uncover those beliefs that cause the most stress and discomfort. Is it a fear of failure, a belief that you're not good enough, or a feeling that you don't deserve happiness? Dig deep and be brutally honest with yourself. This is where the shadow work begins. Step 2. Feel the emotion. This is where you must fully embody the emotion associated with the limiting belief, allowing it to surface and be released. This is not about suppressing or avoiding the feeling. It's about allowing it to flow through you. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and fully feel the sadness, anger, fear, or shame associated with the belief. Visualize the belief as a dark cloud or heavy weight in your body. Allow yourself to cry, scream, or shake if that's what feels natural. The point is to allow the emotion to be fully expressed without judgment or resistance. Let it run its course. Step 3. Reframe the belief. This is about consciously creating the opposite belief, one that empowers and supports your desired reality. What is the positive affirmation that counteracts your limiting belief? If you believe you're not good enough, reframe it as I am worthy and deserving of all good things. If you believe you're not capable, reframe it as I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. Write down the new belief in clear, concise language and repeat it to yourself throughout the day. Feel the emotions associated with the new belief. What does it feel like to believe in yourself, to feel worthy, to feel capable? Step 4. Anchor the new belief. And this is where the cosmic energies truly come into play, amplifying the power of your intentions and helping to solidify the new belief in your subconscious. Visualize the Jupiter-Pluto square as a radiant beam of light, showering you with its transformative energy. Feel this energy penetrating every cell of your body, dissolving old patterns and imprinting new ones. Repeat your new belief with conviction and passion, knowing that the universe is conspiring to support your transformation. What if you could harness the power of the cosmos to rewrite your inner narrative and create a reality aligned with your highest potential? Combining these approaches unlocks momentum and accelerates your transformation, highlighting recurring themes of empowerment, self-discovery, and alignment. The transformation is powerful. The process itself can be difficult, but the result is always worth it. New beliefs can come naturally. They might feel awkward at first, but over time they will take root and grow stronger. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. But how does limiting belief alchemy actually work, both neurologically and energetically? Let's dive a little deeper. Neurologically, limiting beliefs are encoded as neural pathways in the brain. These pathways are formed through repeated thoughts, feelings, and experiences. The more you think a certain thought, the stronger the neural pathway becomes, making it easier for that thought to recur. But here's the twist. The brain is neuroplastic, meaning it has the ability to change and rewire itself. By consciously identifying and reframing limiting beliefs, you can create new neural pathways that support more positive and empowering thoughts and behaviors. Energetically, limiting beliefs create blockages in your energy field, preventing you from fully aligning with your potential. Engaging both Jupiter and Pluto energies supercharges the process, allowing you to tap into their respective strengths. Jupiter expands your awareness, helping you see new possibilities and opportunities. Pluto empowers you to confront your shadows and transform your deepest wounds. How can you leverage these forces to accelerate your transformation? This synthesis creates a powerful catalyst for change. Now, let's address some common objections. This sounds too simple to work. I understand your skepticism. But consider this. Shadow work and cognitive reframing are research-backed techniques that have been shown to be highly effective in promoting personal growth and well-being. Numerous studies have demonstrated the power of these approaches to reduce anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. Don't underestimate the power of simplicity. Emotions are too overwhelming. I hear you. It's important to approach this work with self-compassion and to create a safe space for yourself. Start small and gradually increase the intensity as you become more comfortable. Remember, you are in control. What if you could transform your most overwhelming emotions into your greatest sources of strength? I don't know how to reframe beliefs. That's okay. Start by simply identifying the opposite of your limiting belief. Then, find language that resonates with you and feels empowering. Use affirmations, visualizations, and other techniques to reinforce the new belief. I challenge you to experiment. Let's take a closer look at your values and long-term objectives. This is about aligning your actions with your deepest sense of purpose, creating a long-term plan, a compelling vision, and consistent daily actions that support your transformation. Are you ready to become the architect of your own destiny? Releasing blocks are powerful actions. Remember, progress isn't always linear. There will be times when you feel like you're taking a step back. Don't get discouraged. Keep moving forward. I encourage you to revisit prior steps in this content series, reinforcing the importance of connecting with your intuition and following your unique path. This isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about building a life that truly reflects who you are. Now, it's time to take action. I challenge you to identify 3 key areas in your life where you want to experience a significant shift, areas where you feel stuck, limited, or unfulfilled. This could be your career, your relationships, your finances, or your health. What are the areas where you know you're capable of more, but you're holding yourself back? This is where the real work begins. Take 24 hours to reflect on the areas you want to shift, allowing your intuition to guide you. What limiting beliefs are lurking beneath the surface? I recommend you immediately engage limiting belief alchemy. First, quiet the mind to enhance your connection to universal support. Second, envision your desired path to align actions to legacy. Third, embody emotions, which is important for overall transformation. Fourth, reframe new beliefs, opening you up to new dimensions. Finally, express gratitude for the journey you're about to embark on, appreciating the transformation already underway. What if this simple practice became your daily ritual for unlocking your full potential? I also recommend using a transformation tracker to record your progress, celebrate your wins, and identify any obstacles that arise. What did you discover about yourself? What emotions did you experience? What new beliefs did you anchor? Use this tracker to fine-tune your approach and stay motivated. Transformation can be fast, but consistency is key. Remember, the power comes from within. The Jupiter-Pluto square is simply a catalyst, amplifying your intentions and accelerating your transformation. You are the alchemist, the creator, the master of your own destiny. Now I want to hear from you. Share your insights, questions, and experiences in the comments below. What limiting beliefs are you ready to release? What new beliefs are you ready to embrace? What are your biggest challenges and breakthroughs? What is the value of personalized support? Limiting belief alchemy is truly the key to lasting results during this potent cosmic alignment, and what better way to use your purpose? I encourage you to act with purpose and intention, embracing the transformative power of this planetary event. So now you have the ability to unlock your potential through releasing beliefs, but you're not quite ready yet. Are you ready to discover the next step to truly unlock your potential, transforming your inner world and creating a reality aligned with your soul's purpose? Do not miss our final outro. But remember, releasing those limiting beliefs is only half the battle. True alchemy lies in integrating those newfound truths into tangible daily actions, transforming mundane routines into intentional practices that reflect your empowered self. Think about it. Released beliefs without aligned action is like possessing a treasure map but never embarking on the journey. Embodiment is key to lasting change. Imagine you've finally removed the weeds from your garden, those pesky limiting beliefs. But now, you need to plant new seeds, aligned actions to cultivate a thriving, vibrant landscape that reflects your true potential. What if you could transform your entire life into a garden of empowerment? Allow me to introduce Embodied Alchemy, a strategy of consciously infusing every aspect of your daily life with your new, empowering beliefs. This isn't just about thinking differently. It's about living differently. It involves consciously aligning your routines, interactions, and choices with your new, transformed sense of self. Embodied Alchemy creates a life that is a continuous ritual of self-actualization, a living testament to your unwavering commitment to your highest potential. Are you ready to learn how to transform your daily life into a continuous practice of magic, to realize your most authentic self? Consider the story of Anya, who for years was crippled by self-doubt and the limiting belief that she wasn't creative enough. After dismantling this belief through limiting belief alchemy, she didn't just think she was creative, she acted like it. She started saying yes to creative opportunities, enrolling in a pottery class, offering her design skills to local nonprofits, and even starting a small Etsy shop. These inspired actions, born from her newfound self-confidence, led her to a fulfilling career as a freelance artist. Or take David, who transformed his pattern of attracting toxic relationships by embodying loving behavior. Previously held captive by the belief he was unworthy, he consistently chose partners who mirrored his low self-worth. After confronting and releasing this belief, he began to approach relationships with open, compassionate intent. He practiced active listening, vulnerability, and setting healthy boundaries. These authentic expressions of love created stronger bonds, attracting a supportive partner who valued him for who he truly was. So how do you put embodied alchemy into practice? Let's explore some key daily rituals. Start each day embodying confidence. No more hitting snooze and dragging yourself out of bed with dread. Instead, begin your day with affirmations like, I am confident, capable, and worthy of success. Stand in a power pose for 2 minutes, shoulders back, head held high, feeling the energy coursing through your body. These actions, even small ones, directly counteract past limiting beliefs of inadequacy. Approach relationships with open, compassionate intent. Set aside limiting beliefs about others and actively listen to your partner, friend, or family member. Ask questions like, what's truly important to you right now? Or how can I best support you? Instead of reacting with judgment or defensiveness, respond with empathy and understanding. Remember, connection is the foundation of a fulfilling life. View every task with purpose. Reiterate your connection to your legacy and values, reframing even the most mundane tasks as steps toward a greater purpose. Instead of dreading your daily commute, use it as an opportunity to listen to an inspiring podcast or audiobook. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, use that time to connect with loved ones or learn something new. Every moment is an opportunity to embody your best self. But here's the secret. Each practice builds upon the last, creating a powerful, positive feedback loop. The more you embody confidence, the more confident you become. The more you approach relationships with compassion, the more love you attract. The more you view tasks with purpose, the more fulfilling your life becomes. Change can and will occur. You can manifest success, love, and happiness. What is the psychological basis of daily embodiment? How does this actually work? It's about using specific phrases and actions in daily life to solidify new concepts in your subconscious mind. By consciously choosing empowering language and behaviors, you're rewiring your brain and creating new neural pathways. Show how routines connect directly to goals to emphasize them. What if you could transform your daily routine into a powerful engine for achieving your dreams? Consider incorporating somatic experiencing processes, body-centered practices that help you release trauma and connect with your inner wisdom, aligning with these practices to reinforce one another. Now I know what some of you are thinking. It's hard to break old habits. And you're right, it can be challenging. That's why you should focus on habit replacement and reinforcement. Instead of trying to eliminate a negative habit, replace it with a positive one. For example, instead of reaching for a cigarette when you're stressed, try taking a few deep breaths or going for a walk. I get discouraged. I hear you. The path to transformation isn't always easy. That's why it's important to have resources and support systems in place. Connect with like-minded individuals, join a support group, or work with a coach or therapist. Remember, you're not alone. What if new blocks arise? Be prepared for the process. As you peel back the layers of your limiting beliefs, new ones may surface. This is a natural part of the process. Be patient with yourself and continue to apply the techniques you've learned. What if you could view these new blocks as opportunities for even deeper healing and growth? Now, let's relate these activities to your values and long-term goals. Connect everything to your deepest values, creating a compelling vision that fuels your transformation. Visualize your desired results, engaging all your senses. What does it look like, feel like, sound like to live a life aligned with your values and goals? What does your future self look like? Let's take a moment for a visualization. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine yourself standing at the foot of a mountain. This mountain represents your goals, your dreams, your highest potential. Feel the sun on your face, the wind in your hair. Now begin to climb. With each step, you release a limiting belief, a fear, a doubt. Feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. As you climb higher, you feel lighter, more energized, more confident. Finally, you reach the summit. Take a moment to gaze at the breathtaking view, feeling a sense of accomplishment and joy. You did it. You are capable of anything you set your mind to. You have the power to create the life you desire. Hold that feeling in your heart and carry it with you throughout your day. Now it's time to take action. This is a 30-day challenge. What 30-day habits do you commit to? I challenge you to apply these actions, transforming your daily life into a continuous practice of magic. Let's use this challenge guide. Create morning rituals, visualize your ideal day, set your intentions, and state affirmations that empower you. Feel the emotions associated with your desired reality. Apply intention to interactions. Approach every conversation with compassion, listening actively and responding with empathy. Remember, connections form the foundation of a fulfilling life. Reframe tasks. Highlight the importance of gratitude, viewing even the most mundane tasks as opportunities for growth and contribution. Review and adjust. Keep a journal, documenting your progress, challenges, and breakthroughs. Be present in each moment and adjust your approach as needed. Remember, consistent actions unlock power. By consciously embodying your new beliefs every day, you're creating a powerful momentum that will carry you towards your goals. Reaffirm your ability to succeed and manifest a desired future, knowing that the universe is conspiring to support you. Document your journey, celebrating your wins and learning from your challenges. Now, I invite you to share your discoveries. What insights have you gained? What challenges have you overcome? What transformations have you experienced? Share your thoughts, questions, and experiences in the comments below. And remember, if you need personalized assistance, I'm here to support you. Embodied alchemy will amplify the benefits and is truly the key to lasting results during this potent cosmic alignment. What better way to use your transformed belief system? So now that you have the ability to transform your daily life into a continuous practice of magic, making your dreams a tangible reality, but to ensure your transformation is complete, I ask for one small thing. Do not miss our final outro. Now that you have the ability to transform your daily life into a continuous practice of magic, making your dreams a tangible reality, the next step is to consciously rewrite your personal narrative, liberating you from past limitations and future constraints. Because unless we consciously author our own stories, we risk living out narratives imposed upon us by others, by society, or even by our own past traumas. This is where the real transformation begins. Your personal narrative is simply your perceived identity, the story you tell yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and what you deserve. It's the lens through which you interpret your experiences and make decisions. But what if that lens is distorted? What if your narrative is based on limiting beliefs, past traumas, or the expectations of others? The Jupiter-Pluto square presents an unprecedented opportunity to wipe the slate clean and consciously create a new, empowering narrative that aligns with your true potential. The Jupiter-Pluto square is a cosmic author, handing you the pen to rewrite the story of your life, chapter by chapter. Will you accept the invitation? This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about actively engaging with your past, present, and future to create a cohesive and empowering narrative that propels you towards your goals. It's time to claim control of the story of you. Allow me to introduce Narrative Alchemy, a fusion of inner child work, future self-embodiment, and intentional story crafting, enabling you to consciously author the life you desire. Narrative alchemy involves becoming aware of your current stories, reimagining past experiences, and rewriting future possibilities. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and creating lasting personal impact. Are you ready to learn to rewrite your story and control your destiny? Consider the story of Sarah, who for years was stuck in a dead-end job and a series of unfulfilling relationships. She believed that she wasn't worthy of success or love, a narrative that stemmed from childhood experiences of neglect and criticism. But during a Jupiter-Pluto transit, she began to consciously rewrite her story. Through inner child work, she healed her past wounds and reclaimed her sense of worthiness. She started affirming her value, setting boundaries in her relationships, and pursuing her passions. As she rewrote her narrative, her external reality began to shift. She landed a dream job, attracted a loving partner, and created a life that reflected her true potential. Or take David, who was trapped in a cycle of debt and financial struggle. He believed that he wasn't good with money and that he was destined to always struggle financially. However, during a Jupiter-Pluto square, he recognized that this narrative was based on limiting beliefs inherited from his family. He began to consciously rewrite his financial story by educating himself about money, creating a budget, and setting financial goals. He also started challenging his limiting beliefs about wealth and abundance. As he rewrote his financial narrative, his reality began to change. He paid off his debt, started saving and investing, and created a secure financial future. You might have already noticed this playing out in your own life. Recurring themes, emotional patterns, core beliefs playing out. These are all signs you're stuck in an old story. But here's the twist. The Jupiter-Pluto square is amplifying these patterns, bringing them to your attention so you can finally rewrite them. The universe is giving you a cosmic nudge, urging you to step into your power and claim your destiny. There are tangible ways to rewrite your story, and here's where we begin. First, identify your current narrative, recognizing recurring themes, identifying core beliefs, and understanding emotional patterns. Ask yourself, what are the stories I tell myself about who I am, what I'm capable of, and what I deserve? What are the recurring themes in my life? What are the core beliefs that underpin my experiences? What are the emotional patterns that keep me stuck? Second, reimagine past experiences. This involves reframing past events, releasing blame, and integrating lessons learned. Ask yourself, what if I could view my past experiences from a new perspective? What if I could release the blame and forgive myself and others? What if I could integrate the lessons learned and use them to create a better future? Third, rewrite future possibilities. Present methods for creating a compelling vision for your future. Ask yourself, what if I could create a compelling vision for my future? What if I could define my goals and take inspired action towards them? What if I could believe that anything is possible? Acting with intent creates results, and the recurring theme is taking control of your destiny. The Jupiter-Pluto square is empowering you to take control of your life and create a reality that aligns with your highest potential. This isn't always easy. There will be times that will be challenging, however the reward makes it all worth it. But how does narrative alchemy actually work? What is the underlying mechanism that allows us to rewrite our reality? The power of narrative alchemy draws on several concepts. Psychology. Narrative therapy suggests that our identities are shaped by the stories we tell ourselves about our lives. By changing our stories, we can change our identities and our behaviors. Quantum physics. The observer effect suggests that our consciousness influences reality. By consciously choosing our thoughts and beliefs, we can influence our experiences. Mythology. Ancient myths and legends provide powerful archetypes and metaphors for understanding the human experience. By tapping into these archetypes, we can access deeper levels of meaning and transformation. The blend of old and new energy creates results because it is a transformative process that combines the wisdom of the past with the potential of the future. By integrating these two forces, we can create lasting change. There are several steps you can take to harness this energy. Identify the patterns that have been holding you back. Release the emotions associated with those patterns. Embody new beliefs that empower you. Create a vision for your future that inspires you. Take inspired action towards your goals. What are potential blocks, and what can you do about them? One of the most common blocks is fear. Fear of change, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. To overcome fear, acknowledge it, validate it, and then choose to move forward anyway. Another common block is doubt. Doubt in your ability to succeed, doubt in your worthiness, doubt in the power of the universe. To overcome doubt, focus on your strengths, celebrate your successes, and trust that you are supported. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. My story is too tragic to rewrite. But here's the thing, even the most tragic stories can be transformed through acceptance, compassion, and meaning-making. It's not about denying the pain or pretending it didn't happen. It's about finding a way to integrate it into your narrative and use it as a source of strength and wisdom. It's about acceptance and understanding. It feels inauthentic, says another. Let's get one thing straight. Rewriting your narrative isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about aligning with your core values and expressing your authentic self. The authenticity creates the goal and success. Rewriting one's narrative is empowering because it relates to goals, success, and freedom. When we rewrite our stories, we are not just changing the words we tell ourselves. We are changing our entire perception of reality. This creates new perspectives and allows us to achieve goals that seemed out of reach and break free from limitations. But this rewriting has to be authentic. It has to be rooted in your values and aligned with your true self. It is about becoming the hero of your own story. Are you ready? I challenge you to choose one chapter of your life to rewrite. Just one. Choose an area where you feel stuck, limited, or unfulfilled. Maybe it's your career, your relationships, your finances, or your health. Commit to taking these first steps. This is the beginning of something special. Now I'll guide you through the approach. Follow these steps to start your journey. Step 1. Identify current narratives. What stories are you telling yourself about this area of your life? What are the recurring themes, the core beliefs, and the emotional patterns? Step 2. Reimagine past experiences. Can you reframe past events, release blame, and integrate lessons learned? Can you view your past from a new perspective? Step 3. Rewrite future possibilities. What is your vision for this area of your life? What are your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations? You will change your life, and it will be powerful. The universe supports you, and great things happen with cosmic support. Believe that you are worthy of success, and embrace your power to create the life you desire. This is the beginning of something special. Embrace narrative alchemy and experience lasting change. You have the power to transform your life, and the Jupiter-Pluto square is here to support you. Claim your power. So, you now are ready to embrace your best life. But here's the thing, to fully integrate it, it's time to claim it. And for this potent moment in time, there is one final act to take place. What exciting request do I have to help deliver this message? Do not miss our final outro. As we stand at the threshold of a new personal story, remember the depth of the journey we've undertaken, the potential that lies within you, and the power you possess to not just live, but author your reality. The question isn't if the Jupiter-Pluto square will reshape your reality, but what story will you choose to write? The pen is in your hand, and the universe is waiting to see what you create. Throughout this journey, we've revealed the power within you to become the author of your own life, dissolving limitations through limiting belief alchemy and taking action with conscious intent. Remember, you've been given the keys to unlock a new reality, but it's up to you to use them. Imagine your life as a blank book, the Jupiter-Pluto square as the quill, and you, the author, ready to inscribe the chapters with intention and purpose. You, the author, are not merely transcribing events. You're shaping destinies, weaving emotions, and crafting a narrative that resonates with your soul's deepest desires. Each word you write holds the power to transform not only your own world, but the world around you. The struggles you've faced weren't roadblocks, but plot twists designed to make your story even more compelling. They were the challenges that shaped your character, deepened your understanding, and prepared you for the triumphs that lie ahead. See those situations differently now. This isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect your story will have on the world. Your rewritten narrative will inspire others to take control, to challenge their own limitations, and to create a future filled with hope and possibility. Ancient wisdom reminds us that we are all interconnected, that our individual stories are threads in a larger tapestry of human experience. As you rewrite your personal narrative, you're not just changing your own life. You're contributing to the collective consciousness, shifting the energy of the planet, and paving the way for a brighter future for all. This isn't just about personal transformation. It's about contributing to the evolution of consciousness. You have been given the tools, now go create your masterpiece. The Jupiter-Pluto square has opened a portal of opportunity, and you are ready to step through and embrace the power of the story you will leave. This is an exciting time, a moment of unprecedented potential for growth, transformation, and lasting change. So claim your pen, write your truth, transform your world. What legacy will you craft, starting today with the pen of intention in your hand? What stories will you tell? What values will you embody? And what impact will you have on the lives of others? Share this video with someone who needs to rewrite their story. Subscribe for more cosmic guidance, and leave a comment below with your legacy statement. Until next time, keep writing your story. And may your journey be filled with purpose, passion, and limitless possibilities.